comes from the Hero's End village, but
that one
at the end. Yeah,
yeah,
I like that.
yeah. I love that anime. That was great.
he thinks he's weak.
He's weak by comparison of him in his village because literally the rabbits in his village are like level 90.
Oh, there's this bugs and pests. Whack, whack.
I would love that anime. I forgot about that. I need to rewatch it again. This Skeleton Knight in Another World was great.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh yes, the guy's got insane physical strength and stats, but he doesn't know how to actually fight, so as soon as he meets people that know how to fight, he's massively outclassed. And the person who gives him sword training is the elf girl he quite likes as mum. Who is like a legendary warrior. It's like, I taught these heroes how to fight. That was a great anime as well.
Which one's that?
Skeleton Knight in Another World. Highly recommend that one. It has the most hype intro ever.
I swear to God, my Crunchyroll list
I have
never
questions
goes down.
about what's going on in Roll20.
What?
What? Fire, lava,
Scroll
Oh
up.
yeah,
big dragon.
You haven't seen the map yet.
I was more wondering about the giant crossbow pointing at Zormir, but
That's Merida.
Is that Merida?
That is a giant Merida.
Oh yeah. Ignore that. Chris was doing something for something else there.
Okay, I was gonna say that's it. Giant Merida.
I can't help but see all our
In the future.
NPCs, including Glue's cult.
I mean, we're also still on the starting screen for the stream as well, so I've not actually switched over just yet. But...
Yeah, let's get started. Zormir's just up here because I need to put Zormir somewhere for individuals.
Yeah.
And we're over.
Ooh, welcome back everyone. We all good to go?
Yep.
We're back to another exciting episode of Alterra, the Shattered Altsphere, episode 80, Temporal Shenanigans, part 2. The players have been thrust into the future, and there is a chrono disease-infected platinum dragon.
Yep. Even Alvina's gone. Hide.
And let's not forget that at the end of last session, the old gnome went and yeeted himself off into the lava pit.
He's dead.
Nah.
Oh, you don't know he's dead, just that he jumped into the lava.
Yep, he's dead.
With that, let's quickly go around the clock. You can all tell me the major thing that you remember from last week. Starting with Alvina.
Howdy! Wait, it wasn't last week, it was the week before. That's the main thing I remember from last week. Puns that Alvina didn't get, which I found very funny, just to be like, Alvina does not understand this person's time puns. And adorable dragon.
I only have so many puns, so look forward to them repeating, as the old man conveniently forgets himself because he has terrible memory. Dr. Zormir.
I found out that I helped me found a colony of yetis by feeding.
By throwing like 2 weeks worth of rations at a yeti.
Yeah. And don't know why there's a statue of me now, but I've also found out that yes, I agree with you, Gwent. Those Monstro Gale people need to die.
Yay!
Yep. Fuck you.
Fuck you can barely remember what he did this morning, so he can't remember what happened last time.
He's got a headache from all the puns.
Puns. Gwent Mossmile, soulmate of Zormir.
Yeah, I think unfortunately the only thing I can remember is I might still be linked with Zormir.
You are.
And we don't know where he is.
That
So
correct.
bad luck, Zormir. I'm going to yeet myself into lava.
But Alright, fair
Don't
enough.
worry, Gwent, I'll get him out of
you.
Don't worry, Gwent, I'll get him out of there. Alvin just raised his fist.
Well, I was going to say, the fact that Gwent's alive suggests that, you at least maybe know that Zormir's alive if you are still connected.
But we
I
don't
guess you
know
don't need
we're
to worry about it
connected.
if you're all dead.
We don't know if they're still connected is the problem.
Yep. Last but not least, a fixed point in time.
I remember being very disappointed I wasn't present for the pun episode.
Yeah.
That's all right. You're back just in time. The old gnome may or may not be dead. Who knows?
He's dead.
He's dead. But Lou has conveniently displaced amongst time, just popped out of existence, gone, vanished. Who hopefully they'll reappear at some point. But as we get started, let's just give a reminder. When I say reminders, inform the point about what this map actually represents. Red is lava. There is lava flowing through the channels of the nest. Anything that is orange outlined is the DM's interpretation of destruction. So,
It works.
like a tear in the Colosseum, like a blast in the ground. It represents an explosion of some kind, some sort of debris.
And the
Normally also accompanied by very difficult terrain because it's a crater.
And the purple, if memory serves, is, according to Alvina at least, dragon claw marks in time.
Yes, they are temporal tears in the kind of not quite ceiling, but like the air above Bastion. So just beneath the ceiling. They are glowing purple vortex holes that have just been kind of ripped into the fabric of space-time and are hovering up in the air on like 100, 150, I believe. Bastion's cavern is quite tall, given it houses an entire city.
My mental image of it is, everyone has seen Shaolin Showdown, right? Or at least,
Yep.
Yeah, you know the golden tiger claws basically cuts portals.
Yeah.
I imagine it is like those, but they just go through time as well.
I also have one other thing. Yeah, to what was it? They don't know what year it is. They could never pry that information out of them.
Alvina didn't know what year it was to begin with. It's fine.
I mean, yeah. Did we?
I think
actually know
canonically true.
Yeah, so they get rolled like a 2 on it.
Whereas I got told so many generations of Yetis.
To be fair, I do have a fixed number. And Gwen did roll really high on their perception. Where the hell did I write it down? I think you're about 115 years in the future. And by about, I mean that's what the DM's written down. So I'm gonna Chris has accurately counted that.
Damn, the Yeti's looking good for a 150-year-old.
Yeah, man. Apparently, lived to like 200.
Yeah, these do last a while, yeah. They've got slow metabolism, I think was one of their bits. So they just last. They don't really die.
But yes, as you're just looking at the paper, Gwen, as the dragon is tearing itself out above, you do put together that.
Yeah, they quit at 20.
I say 115 years. It occurs to me that the paper will probably be outdated. Let's go.
So it's who knows how much further.
It's at least 150 years.
I'm gonna say at least 150 years because the DM didn't question when the newspaper would stop running.
It was
only
the
how far in
last
future
day.
we were.
It was the last possible day before.
The last thing they did before it blew up.
Yeah.
Right,
Send out
right,
a
but
paper. People
the
must know
city
for
has been
meta
left
reasons.
dormant for a while, so you know what? I'm gonna tack on some extra years. All I know is that the DM needs it to be a minimum of 115 years for plot reasons.
Cool.
Oh,
So-
okay.
It's fine.
That's
If Alvina had stayed normally, it would have not have changed anything. She would look exactly the same.
Um,
Yep.
And most of the rest of you have died of old age by this point.
Yeah, stuff. I'm gonna make the newspaper. Oh, you know what? You're just gonna figure it out from the fucking moss on the paper. I don't want to think about it.
Alvina tastes it's like this is at least 150-year-old moss.
Yeah. Putting together the last day on the newspaper. The newspaper date is only I think it's actually off the year you left.
so. According
So
to
it's a couple.
relativity- this is gonna be a very.
It's
Finish first.
God.
it's a couple weeks in the. It's a couple weeks in the future of when you left or when you were last in Bastion. You have not found a more recent one, but that does not mean there is no recent one. Just that the one you happen to found on the street is from a couple weeks after you left. But just piecing together like how old the paper is, the rate of growth of the moss on the paper, you figure that it's been at least 115 years since you left.
We know that because on the paper it says 5 young red dragons destroy the entire port. Or something like that.
Ship burnt.
Ship burnt to the ground, hundreds killed.
Like,
But yeah,
Randy
point,
to
go ahead with your
blame.
joke.
Randy to blame.
According to relativity, time and space are interchangeable. So that means measures of time are interchangeable measures of space, which means that telling time by Moss is a Moss mile. Gwent. I told you it was belabored.
Oh,
I
God.
wish for my silence to be my feelings.
And with that, the point, you teleport back from your 6 seconds, or your, not even 6 seconds, it's like a second you get in the past. From your second in the past, you teleport back at the start of your turn and find yourself once again in the Colosseum. Although, as you glance around, you do not see any of your allies there. What would you like to do, the point, as we kick off the session with you?
Invisible punch.
BAM!
Guys, hello. Just
No
look
response.
around, see what I can see.
Give me a perception check.
I actually remembered to put... I realised I was rolling enough unarmed attacks that I probably should put a normal unarmed attack on my sheet.
You see the point. The point dancing, gyrating.
You can see some displaced dust and like chalk where there's been activity recently, a disturbance in the area where it's not filled back over. So they've definitely been here recently. It's not like you've suddenly teleported a couple of decades into the future again.
Oh, you see some recent crumbled mortar where Alvin has landed on a piece of rock and there's just a footprints just embedded.
You see a couple of
I
footprints.
have nothing to say. They haven't made it back to the past, and I haven't.
So you can see some disturbance kind of leading down and then kind of out the Colosseum's giant crack at the base. You can see where it looks like some rocks have previously been displaced in order to traverse out off the Colosseum. So it looks like they have left. You also don't see any blood or bodies, so they're at least hopefully not dead.
Gwent's alive. His corpse isn't
Wait,
here.
survive. I will fly up to get a better view of what's happening.
Dragon. ...
Yes.
All right. Are you being cautious in any way, or are you flying straight up?
Straight up.
Oh, dear.
Straight up. As you fly straight up, you catch the roar a little bit too late, as you're already about maybe 100 foot above the Colosseum, kind of scanning around it, and as you're kind of flying up and almost like you're pivoting as you fly. As you're glancing around, you reach a height where you're finally looking to the north, as tearing its head out of one of these giant tears is what can only be described as a crystal zombified platinum dragon.
Well, I'm gonna guess they're near there.
What is your immediate actually give me with a 13, we'll just take a 13 perception. They're a little bit too far away and small for you to catch line of sight off with a 13. So you unfortunately don't see where your party are currently resting. Camping?
Hiding.
Well, you've not hidden yet. You're about to start hiding.
Yeah, Alvina told everyone, cover. Is I think the last where we ended up. So.
But the point, what would you like to do as you were hovering above the Colosseum? It doesn't look like the dragon's noticed you yet. It looks like it's quite busy tearing itself off. And also, you're not entirely sure if it has eyes, because at least half of its top part of its head is just crystals spouting out of its skull.
Okay, I'm going to fly down and just fly at street level, but have invisibility prepared for as soon as that thing notices me.
Okay. Are you going to be kind of deliberate in your, like, almost like pausing from cover to cover and like dashing for it to maintain a higher level of stealth, or are you going for speed over, speed over stealth?
Speed over stealth, but
Speed
ready
over
to go
stealth.
invisible as soon as it becomes relevant.
All right. And I want to do this. Let me bring up my dragon stat block. We'll do a perception check on the dragon as it's coming out.
Dragons, creatures well known for
dragon.
caring about invisibility. Just read The Hobbit.
Passive
Zombies
perception.
don't care about invisibility.
Holy
Either, yeah, they also
shit.
don't care about invisibility.
That is a high passive perception.
dragons are one of the best perceiving creatures in D&D. So
Yep.
it's kind of one of their big things.
Well, while the point is flying through, the dragon is tearing the rest of its body out of the portal. We'll switch back to the main party to see how you are hiding. You've just watched the old gnome rush for the edge of the pit down into the train station beneath the nest that is filled with the lava. You can see some of the steam kind of softly rising out of it. How is the party taking their hide?
Well, I know how Alvina's definitely going to be. So she's immediately... there's still trees in the area, right? That have some leaves on them.
Yeah, we'll go with a classic nature has kind of flourished a little bit without the urban deforestation.
Yeah, so Alvina's going to try her best to hide because she's a wood elf and has... if I can figure out how to post it to chat anymore. There we go. Mask of the Wild. She can attempt to hide pretty much anywhere there's natural phenomena. She's like, in a tree.
Alright.
I'm gonna hit everybody with a bless.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna hide.
I'm not particularly...
Just like...
Yeah, I'm not particularly great at stealth, but I can at least hide anywhere.
Oh, Jesus, that was supposed to be cast at first level, not second.
Oh, yeah, it says cast at second level. Weird.
Yeah, I think that's on the wrong button.
Yeah.
And then just big enough trench for me to roll into.
Give me a perception check to see if you can find something in time.
Oh, for
Oh, God!
Panic!
You saw a perfectly massive trench. Unfortunately, there is lava in it.
Yes, you just jump off the cliff. Follow the gnome!
Like...
You do not see a non-lava filled trench anywhere near you. There is a single ditch, because, you know, you did roll 14. There is a little of ditch about maybe 60 feet off. However, as you kind of glance the top of it, it looks like there might be, it looks to be filled of some sort of yellowish substance.
Take the lava. The lava's probably safer. The lava's probably safer. We need to get Gwen to burrowing. Something that gives him a burrow speed. That's my the.
That's the next thing.
Yeah. Tunneling claws.
Shovel feet.
We'll get you those Umber Hulk claw items, which gives you a burrowing speed.
Yeah, who have Umber
Okay.
Hulks, Monster Guild.
What would you like to do, Gwen? Are you going for that trough that is filled with a suspicious yellowish substance?
It's mayonnaise.
You know, like, as a player, no, but as a character, fucking scared of shit. Yes. Yellow gunk.
It's an ancient
Gunk
dragon.
baby.
It's like, you know what? But it's butter. It's just really
Like,
old
this
butter.
can't be worse than the dragon. So
It might be. It might be.
It's a malfunctioning alchemy jug.
It's entirely filled with old mayonnaise.
oh god, I was thinking that it's just old mayonnaise.
I'll take my chances with the dragon, honestly, on that one.
We'll get to you in a second while the DM checks something. But
I level up.
What happens to mayonnaise after 115 years?
It starts becoming sentient, I think, after 150 years.
Alvina, go ahead and
Mayo
roll me
Golem.
your stealth check, and fuck you, what are you up to?
I mean, fuck you is very tempted to just like stand at the dragon and just start shouting at it. But he'd probably been pulled away before he could do that.
Oh, shit! Can I slightly change mine? There's lots of rubble. Can I hide in the rubble?
You're gonna use the golem cloak.
I have a gargoyle cloak! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes, you may.
Yay.
Would you like me to roll my stealth as well, as I'm still hiding, but, you know, in yellow muck?
No, for you, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I said.
God damn it.
Yeah, 15. Not great, but...
Yeah, with fuck you.
Yep,
I'm shooting
that's going to be that day.
Oh
Yep.
dear.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be one of those days.
Alright, well, I'll come back to you in a second.
With fuck you, I'm assuming someone's grabbed him, put their hand over his mouth, so he doesn't just start shouting and berating at the dragon.
Well, it depends. Would you like to be Alvina or Gwen? Because the only two there. Who cares about saving Fuku's life?
I did say cover before. I don't think
I'm
Alvina...
rolling in acid. You've got your own problems.
Yeah, I
mate.
was like, I was unfortunately literally going, I don't think Alvina would, because I think she'd go cover because it's a dragon, and if Alvina says cover, most people would probably listen. So I don't think I can save you on that one, buddy. I'm sorry.
Fuku, I think this might be one of those rare occasions where you might be left to your own choices.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I just went, oh shit.
How badly you don't want to stick to the roleplay on this one.
Yeah.
Fuck you, like, he's probably going to take a few seconds to register what Alvina said.
Yeah.
And probably just stand there gormlessly looking at this thing ripping its way through the air.
All right. Let's go around in order. First of all, the point, just give me another perception check as you're looking for your party and flying through. What's your flying speed?
It is 30 feet per second for 1 minute. This is gonna run out soon.
Nope, you're blind. You go blind in midair. It's a lot further. It's a lot further than that.
Which part of the city do you want to focus your search on?
So where I saw the rocks that they had gotten out of the way, just in that direction.
So that would be at the bottom of the tear.
You went that way first, I believe.
Yeah, so it'd be at the bottom of the tear at no, click on the damn clicker. Down here. So they've gone out at the south of that. But you can probably surmise that they probably have to go across the bridge at least.
Yes.
Where do you think their first port of call would be when they're exploring the future?
It'd be HQ.
Yay!
That does unfortunately mean you would have to fly towards the dragon. How brave is the point feeling?
The point is feeling that if they stay low enough, the dragon won't notice them.
Well,
okay. Then unfortunately, you probably want to go around the area.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have you kind of just flying over here. Let's have a look. You said 60, and you're probably dashing.
30.
Oh, 30 flying.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're only getting to the bottom of the.
I'll tell the players what this ability is later.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get to the kind of the bottom here, and as you're looking around, you don't see them, unfortunately, with a 5.
No.
But you don't see their corpses either, so that's good.
Yay! Their corpses got displaced back in time.
You've already been eaten by the dragon, actually.
Vina is attempting to stealth with the gargoyle cloak. That was a DC. That was a 15 stealth you got there.
15.
We then Foku is currently just standing there registering what's happening, and we'll get back to them in a second. But Gwen, you have dived into the trough that has some of this suspicious yellow substance into it, and you fortunately have failed your Constitution saving throw, which means unbeknownst to the other players, you are currently unconscious.
Oh, God damn it!
Oh, R.I.P.
Well, shit. I guess gonna. That's
roll me a D20.
Would the bless fail then?
Yes, it would.
It's fine. I would roll
Okay,
it.
so at least they know that the bless has failed. 19.
You are very lucky in that you have not submerged your face in the liquid, so you are not drowning
Yet.
Give you time.
Give me time with my luck.
Luckily, it's not that deep, but unfortunately, some of it is splashed onto your face, and it is a contact poison.
On the bright side, Gwen, if you die from that, it will also kill Zormir.
And don't you get up?
I mean,
19?
silver linings. It's not a death saving check.
Yeah, this was just luck to see if they were drowning in the liquid.
Also drowning.
Oh, just as a meta question, does Zormir fall unconscious?
They do not.
Wow, that's a
Its
shame.
damage is shared, I think it was. Remember, that's how.
Just imagine the stuff we could do.
Well, remember that was how we almost got you out of dying from Vorpal. Remember, if Zormir got nat 20'd, it would kill him and not you and sever the bond.
It's true.
Remember?
I had to look this up.
Yeah.
But fortunately for the other two, as you are using your bless, you suddenly feel it fail. Experienced part of your brain informs you of something has happened to Gwent. You're not sure what yet, but you recognize the sign of a failed bless.
Alvin is like, oh shit.
Right, so the point is keeping low and exploring. Gwen has gone unconscious. Fukyu is standing there staring at the dragon, just about to register what's happened, and Alvina's already tucked themselves in. So let's start with Fukyu, as I assume Alvina is just going to try and stay hidden.
Yeah.
Although, go ahead and give me a perception check, just to see if you can see what's happened to Gwent. But while you're doing that...
Me or fuck you?
Alvina, just presumably you'd be the one you've taken cover, and now you're just kind of checking on your allies. Have they gotten to cover, or are they idiots?
Yep.
Slightly
And it is the last.
Yes to both.
Yeah.
11.
11. You can see just like one of Gwent's hoofs sticking up into the air from where they have failed to like properly nestle themselves in the crevice, just because they went unconscious before they could fully get into it.
Ah, shit.
So either they are doing a ridiculously terrible job of hiding, or they have knocked themselves out somehow.
God damn it, Gwen.
But before that, Fukyu, it is just finally registering to you what Alvina has shouted, and you're standing there staring up to the dragon. What would you like to do?
He's gonna turn to like say something to like the rest of them, and they're just not there.
Just
He's gone.
absolutely gone.
He's just gonna be like that. He's just gonna be fuck. Goes into his bag, pulls out his lampshade,
Yep.
Hide and seek.
and just lies on the floor and tries to hide.
Pretends to be debris.
He's got the best chance.
Well, it's canonical, so go ahead and give me a stealth check. I'll allow this.
Yeah. Fuck
It
you.
also occurred to me,
He's got a nat
Point
20.
Ball also teleported back.
Oh,
as
God
the
damn
Point
it!
Oh my god!
That's the
Oh, yeah,
third
that's
nat
good.
one in a row.
Today.
Hilariously enough, Alvina still doesn't spot you.
So I was going to say, when I got that nat 1 perception, can that just be me colliding with Point Bot?
Yeah.
He's dancing through the air, and you just he teleports in front of you.
How heavy is Point Ball? Do you want to try and carry him with you, or do you want to dismiss him, or?
I'm going to... Now he's actually got characteristics, put him into dormant mode. Which is the same as dismissing him, but there's actually a physical thing to carry.
Alright, fair enough. Cool. He does so.
Is that the Iron Man
you
suitcase?
Failing to stealth. The point, as you are continuing to fly, go ahead and give me another perception check as you continue your way across the city. Probably get to the top north one at this point as you're flying around. You should probably also have the dragon start to come fully out of the portal now.
We are going to die.
So, I'll be a distraction so you lot can live.
So I can save Gwen from dying.
I'm in my hole.
You're about to drown in your hole.
The dragon has advantage on this perception check.
Why do I feel like I'm...
Why do I feel like I'm choking? Because I'm just go. Yep.
That's a 42.
Yep.
Jesus.
It's a dragon. It's an ancient dragon's perception.
As
Don't
he
even think he would be able to hide from that.
See.
As the dragon begins flapping his wings now fully out of the temporal tear and begins descending towards Bastion's rubbled ruins. It's not his turn just yet.
Yep.
But he's getting there.
Yeah, which bit of it?
Well, it moved towards us, so the middle bit.
Oh, yeah, specifically down here. That dragon is fully aware of where everyone is like a fucking mile is.
Yep. It smells other dragon, possibly, honestly.
While that's doing that, let's have the... used to our stealthing. Gwent is unconscious. The Point is the only one actively searching right now. The Point, give me a perception check as you start to potentially slow down your fly, but also are now focusing your perception on where the
Christ
party is.
alive.
Oh, that's your highest
Actually.
roll of the day is a 6.
What did
Random man from the
people...
fucking road.
So I'm not going to destiny that because I feel like I'm going to need destiny.
That's
now.
why I haven't destinied
Jesus
mine
Christ.
either.
You can't.
I
you still
did
can't
Destiny
see
mine for the
fuck
fun.
You still
Oh.
can't see fuck you.
I'm
Apparently.
gonna put Gwent over by this tree here. You don't see the other two because they had stealth checks that are higher than that.
Yep.
But you do see Gwent sticking out foot.
And face. Which
No,
is-
no. I will go over and grab Gwent's foot and attempts to pull.
Hey, I spot
As
the
you do
point.
so, you realize, and potentially too late, potentially not, I'll leave it up to you, the dragon is also descending towards this area and will arrive at the same time you do. Do you want to continue?
There's a non-zero chance he hasn't spotted the dragon.
Save yourself.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I don't think you can miss the dragon.
I think you went that way. Oh god.
God damn it!
Still try to help Gwent out of the hole, but try to do it stealthily. Or supposedly stealthily. I don't know how that would actually look.
Respect the dragon. I think he went
Stealthily drag a body from a hole.
Out of mayonnaise.
I don't know, but unless you could beat at 42, I don't think there's a point in rolling. Flavor-wise, you succeed. Or at least
Yeah.
try to.
Is Gwent alive? Oh no, unconscious.
They are unconscious, but they are still breathing, so they are still alive.
Okay.
They've just got like half their body submerged and like slathered in this kind of sickly yellow gunk.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to. If I've still got actions, I'm going to cure wounds.
Give me either a nature or a medicine check first.
Nature +6, medicine +4.
You need to wash me, Point. You need to wash me down.
So ignore that. That was the wrong roll.
Investigate. You investigate. You find him. You find him.
Yay.
I'm gonna make it the same as the DC. Unfortunately, that is below the DC though, so you do not recognize the substance, and you attempt to cure wounds on him, but that unfortunately does not bring him back out of unconsciousness.
Just heal him though.
It does heal him, so go ahead. If Gwent doesn't have full health, go ahead and heal.
I do not.
Doesn't have full health. Oh, maximum 12.
Hey.
Hey.
It's 12 isn't the maximum, is it?
I'm back to full health.
It's 12.
It's 1d8 +4.
Oh.
At first level.
Yeah,
So
first
get
level.
him up.
Yeah, fair.
All right. Let's have a
How do you do
look.
CPR on a
here.
centaur?
It's still the chest, right?
Yeah, but which chest though?
Both of them.
Which one?
One hand on
Two sets
each.
of lungs.
One hand on each.
I don't think I can arbitrarily just summon Point Bot back.
I mean, he's a suitcase, right?
I was thinking just a different egg, just a
Al-
robot egg.
Alvina has one thought which may work, and it might buy us a second, and then we have to run, but we need Gwent awake first.
Okay.
Alvina's gonna hope to hell this thing understands Draconic at least a little bit still.
Mm.
She's not at all just gonna go, food over there! And then grab Gwent and run. That's not even vaguely the only option she can think of at the moment.
Interesting. All right. Dragon is going to breathe chronoparticles at you all.
We're all gonna die.
That's not that bad.
Yes, it
I
is.
need
It's a
you
breath
all
weapon.
to make
I'm
I'm
me
gonna wake
a-
up in a different time again.
gonna need you all to make me charisma saving throws.
This doesn't happen to randomly be a charm, does it?
It is not. It is against aging.
Oh.
No.
Do I just automatically feel? Because I am out.
You can still roll.
I know.
Just because
I'm
you're
not...
unconscious, you could, doesn't mean you fail saving throws.
Oh, the son of a bitch.
9.
You automatically fail dex saves, I think.
Yeah, ones that require you to actually move out of the way.
Yeah, this is your magical willpower to resist the magic.
Yeah, I think it's strength and dex you fail automatically.
But it is a DC 20.
Yep.
So y'all know that means.
I only needed a nat 20. I only needed a nat 20, guys.
Now, this dragon can't control it, so I'm going to need you all to roll me a d20.
Yeah, it is this.
Yeah, it is, yeah. 16!
Okay.
12.
Also 16.
Come on,
Now, this
roll.
was to determine direction.
Mm.
This is going to be concerning. This is going to be very concerning, because Alvina's actually really young.
So if you rolled below 10, so 9 or lower. Is it 9 or lower? No, 10 and lower? Yeah, it'd be 10 and lower, because the first half. You're going to get younger.
Okay.
If you roll above 10, you're going to get older.
Mhm.
And now, all of you roll me a d100.
Oh.
Oh no.
I need to double check the lifespan of the goblin.
78. It's fine. I'm 25. As long as I keep aging upwards, I've got a long way to go.
65.
Gwen might be dead.
I don't know the lifespan of a centaur, but
It's
that's good.
like-
I also don't know
I
how
think-
old I am to start
I
with.
think
so-
centaurs are older than humans in D&D, I believe, right? This is the Theros.
It's about the same for Centaur.
Oh, you might be dead.
I mean, the first thing I read was centaurs really live past 50s.
No, you aged
Cool.
you aged 65 years on the spot. Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the point aging process given things.
It's actually quite long. 1 second.
You're also a dwarf, so you're outright just fairly long-lived. Like,
So
even
about
without
that
the rest.
ability, I'm not a dwarf.
Hmm.
I have never been a dwarf.
You're a dwarf-shaped asthma.
Yep, yes I am.
Yeah, I thought so.
You're pleased to know Admar's lived to about 160.
And dwarves live to about 350.
So you're actually being fucked over by not being a dwarf.
Yep.
It's fine. Alvina is 25 and can live over 1,000.
All right, Alvina, how old are you now?
I am. Am I just over 100? I'm like 102. I'm 103, I think, and it didn't do It actually doesn't look any different.
Fuck you, how old are you?
Fuck you would be about 88. And I'm just looking to see what a goblin's lifespan
I
is.
think
Up
it's
to 60.
Well, you are. How old were you to begin with? Fuck you.
He was about 35, mid 30s.
Oh dear.
So you're about, what, 83, did you say?
88.
You're
This is
only.
eight.
You're 20. You're 28 years older than your natural lifespan limit.
Yeah.
We'll describe all of you in a second. Gwen, how old are you now?
I believe I'm 106.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You're still older than me. by I think like 3 years.
And the point, how old are you?
About 92.
Okay.
You're
In
fine.
dwarf years.
I think I'm dead.
Two of us is dead.
You're not dead. You're on the cusp of
Oh.
death. That's so different.
Like, age of the same rate as humans is what I'm reading, so I'm 106. My bones, baby.
Oh,
My
yeah.
bones are gone.
Old
As
man.
the dragon's breath washes over the ruined area, you can see rock begin to calcify. You can see plants wither away and crumble, things turning to ash around you as the party is left, except Gwent, who's unconscious,
Oh.
visibly looking down at their potentially liver-spotted hands now. Other than Alvina, who's not even at the prime of their age yet.
I am actually technically an adult now.
Oh,
You're
I've got some good news. I was looking at Wolfie's roll. I'm not 106, I'm 93.
Ah,
I'm so much younger.
prime of youth.
Yep, 93, average lifespan of 60.
You're 1 year older than me.
You're younger than me. I'm the oldest of the party now.
Oh, God.
We had the camera pans over to Fukyu. Fukyu, described how your very old goblin now looks. You are effectively a An old man at the very edge of your life. It is you are the goblin that is pushing. Like, how the fuck are they not dead yet?
So
Oh,
basically, what I've just put in.
90 something.
Yeah. Basically, what I just put into the Discord chat. From the first Gremlin movie, when the gremlins are melting. That's basically what Fuck You looks like.
That's fair. That's fair. We go over to Gwent, who is just like the shriveled mummy of a centaur.
You have a giant beard.
And in the Discord is what Gwent looks like.
Could you? Can I use my destiny to take half of their aging?
No.
You definitely cannot.
Ah,
Yeah, you gotta at least be there, man.
I trust
I'm
Chris
gonna-
to not stick us like this.
Oh, I hope he does. Aged
I mean,
party.
this counts as your own choice for not escaping the dragon.
And
We had
Alvina's
one turn.
Alvina's one's bit of a palette switch, but not too far off. Just the same.
The leaves have turned autumn colored.
Not even that.
Dwarf, they're a long-lived race as well.
What?
Dwarves are a long-lived race.
He's not a
as well,
dwarf.
aren't
I'm an
He's an
asshole.
ASMR.
But it's an Azamar.
they? Oh, what?
They've always been Azamar. I was suspicious for a while because that's the 30-foot fly speed, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, they're showing a lot of things. It's like, I don't think they're actually, because you don't have stone cutting. I remember saying
don't have
that
stone
originally.
cutting.
You don't have stone cutting. It's like, you're just a,
Yeah.
is that not? It's like, and it's like a fly speed. You're a fucking Azamar. Damn it.
I remember someone saying Azamar earlier, but yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't click.
That is correct. The point has never been a dwarf race-wise.
How
That's day
dare
one.
you, fake dwarf!
It's a bit, we're not using Pathfinder's Azamar, because Azamar can be with any race. In Pathfinder.
To be fair, I mean, it makes sense. They're just
But
like
yeah.
a celestial and thingy in dwarf. So
Oh, exactly the same, yeah.
they just mechanically have the stat block of an Asmar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I
They're
love the
still
Azamar.
a dwarf.
You're the pure good Azamar as well, right? Not the
Yeah.
not the
Yeah,
vengeance
that's right.
angel and not the suicide angel.
Yeah, flavors of angels. But yes, as we get starting to the back of the round, the dragon is currently just looking around the rest of the area. It's gonna recharge its breath at the end of its turn. Let's see if it gets that back.
It might.
It might, who knows?
Five
But
is
we
sometimes
turn
a
to the
yeah.
rest of the player. Alvina, let's start with you. You look around and the rest of your party are suddenly these old geezers. What would you like to do?
I just thought the point probably looks mostly the same, but with just a couple of wrinkles around their eyes.
Your hair has changed
For some
slightly in
reason.
colour.
No, their hair is exactly.
Oh
the
yeah, it's an
same.
illusion, isn't
It's
it?
an illusion.
Oh, the only Alvina might not have noticed she's aged, which is quite funny.
Which means let's do Alvina and the points. You're the both who are not as suddenly affected by your crippling bones.
The point feels old. They just don't look it.
Yeah.
What are the two you like to do?
Well, Alvina, it definitely knows we're here.
It is staring at you. You feel the hunger, an insane hunger, as it looks at you.
This is normal.
Yeah. Is there any?
Alvina's going to break cover and scream out in the broken, half-figured-out Draconic that she's currently still been 6 weeks into learning for the past, like, half a year.
Mummy.
Better food that way is more or less the translation it will come out as. In very broken, half-learned Draconic.
Because of course you say good, you'd learn good food first in Draconic.
Of course, food is going to be one of the priorities. Alvina.
Is there any glimmer of intelligence in this thing's eyes?
There is not. This thing
Yeah.
is a monster driven by just instinct at this point.
Yep.
you look up, you can see its flesh just pockmarked by smaller crystals all throughout its body. Whatever has infected this thing has driven it into a wild creature.
Yep. Alvina was on the. There's a small chance it still understands it if it can't speak it, so she'll do that, and she's gonna sprint over and try and drag Grant's leg out of the ooze without touching the goop.
Yeah.
All right, give me a sleight of hand check to see how well you succeed. It can be either dex or strength. Sleight of hand, your choice.
It'll be strength. I don't have sleight of hand by baseline,
You
so
can
it'll
have
just be pure strength.
advantage if the point is helping.
Yes, I'll help.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one other thing as well. But yeah.
It'll be a basically pure strength. I don't have sleight of hand, so.
Okay.
I don't think I have sleight of hand. I have to check. No. Yeah. So. We're not rolling well today.
As you pull them out, something about Gwent, either like just the way they're still holding their shield and it's still attached to their arm, or maybe it's just a flick with their mane or something, but something causes some of the yellow gunk to begin flying out towards you as you tug them out. And I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw as it flies towards you. At disadvantage if you are not releasing Gwent.
Oh, I will not release Gwent, but that puts it at neutral because I'm a barbarian.
That's true.
I assume that's for me as well. Oh no. Okay.
Just for Alvina because they are the main driver.
Yay! I'll take a
Good, I
20.
rolled in that one.
Aren't you lucky?
Thank you, barbarian, because I could see it coming.
As you see it coming, you easily manage to duck out of the way of this orange gunk. The point, you said you wanted to do something else as well?
Deck of Illusions, catapult. Get that distraction over there.
Oh, cow carcass!
So I'll have to go and grab the deck from a pile of boxes over there to work out what it is, but apart from that, yes, Deck of Illusions, we'll work out what it is in a minute.
Alright.
Something tasty, hopefully.
Folk, you, as you suddenly, how are you dealing with the fact that you are now in pain everywhere? This very uncomfortable achiness between your joints. There's just this like buzzing haziness in your brain. Everything's too hot while simultaneously too cold.
You have a huge beard now.
You may have a huge beard if you would wish.
I don't think goblins can grow beards.
I think they can, can't they? I think it's halflings
It's
that
up to
can't.
you.
Maybe you just got some stubble, like long enough.
You have. No, it's your eyebrows. Your eyebrows have curled around into a beard.
Yeah. His eyebrows, like, they're just covering his face.
There's 6 foot eyebrows now.
Yeah. Because he's not been able to trim them for, like, 53 years.
Just some ancient goblin looking. You might actually die of old age in front of us, like imminently.
I mean, fuck you. He's gonna say, see, I'm immortal. I'll just get very old.
I've just realised why he's so old. You know, there's that whole bit about the most spiteful ones live the longest. That is, there's living proof right there.
It's rage.
It's pure spite.
Yeah.
Yes. What would you like to do if you turn?
Did we actually get Gwent out of the goop?
Oh yeah, you've tugged him out of it. He is still covered in the gunk himself, but he is no longer submerged in the puddle of it.
Yay! No dying in a puddle.
You're drowning at least.
Let me see if I've got lesser restoration. No.
Oh
I
shit.
would need to prepare it. But I can't even prepare it because I'm a bard.
Yeah. It's an I'm assuming it's incapacitation. Right. Something with that.
The creature is unconscious.
Yeah.
Smelling salts.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming it's not like a sleep one for it.
No.
Yeah. Because it's like
actually, Alvina, give me a nature check. Because this is a potentially naturally occurring. You might have come across this in Fantasia.
I might. For me, there's a good chance. The 15's really high.
Yeah, it beats the 13 DC. Okay.
Hey.
You actually know that this is oil of Taggart.
Oil of Taggart.
So it is a common variety poison. It's a contact poison used to put creatures asleep. Presumably it seeps from a tree somewhere. I don't know. But you are aware that so long as you are in contact with the oil, it puts you unconscious. And that in order to wake Gwen up, you would need to wash all of the oil off them before they could awaken.
It is specific. It sleep. It puts them to sleep specifically.
Just says the poison creature is unconscious.
Okay.
Oh, apparently the creature wakes if it takes damage.
Oh, because I'm. Oh yeah, it's a natural. It's a naturally occurring one, so it can put me to sleep. I can't just rub it off.
I mean, you can, but you.
It is not magical sleep, so this would put you into a natural sleep.
Yeah.
Also, don't rub me off in my sleep, please.
No, don't worry. Alvina's not into that. Alvina's got an idea, and if it wakes you up, I'm sorry about your leg, Gwen.
Oh no.
So what?
It's either that or your face. Which one would you like to get caved in?
Do the arms. Do the arms.
They're covered in goop.
You do know that while taking damage would wake them up, I am going to rule that if they are still in contact with it, I am going to make them make a save again.
Oh yeah, but it'll get.
Can I scoop the goop with Mage Hand?
I mean, you know, like.
Yes, but it will take some time, and there is currently a hungry dragon looking at you.
Okay.
Yes, that's my thought of if Gwent's awake for a second, he can run. That's gonna be
While
Gwent's
you two
first
are
thing.
doing that, Fuku actually has an action left before the dragon acts, and then you guys can all run if you'd like. But what would Fuku like to do?
2 seconds, let me double check my spell slots.
This would be a great time for Create War.
It would. Unfortunately, I have the opposite of that. I have great fire. I don't think Gwen would appreciate that.
I have my alchemy jug.
Actually, since I know what this oil is, it's oil. It doesn't have to be flammable, does it?
No. Do not burn it off the pores.
Look, it'll wake him up.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, it's worth an ask because it's an oil. So sometimes they are.
Flick a match and see.
I just light my hand on fire and just throw it at you.
Oh god.
I know you've got at least enough health to survive it, even if I somehow accidentally crit. You'll only take 40 fire damage. You'll be fine.
Oh, I survive.
And Zorme goes, "What the hell happened?"
Apparently, it's worth 400 gold if you bottle it.
Ooh, get some bottles.
Yeah, I'm just thinking what could fuck you do, because he's not got many spell slots left.
You're also, I'm going to say, at disadvantage because of your advanced age.
Incredible age. Your venerability gives you disadvantage.
He cast poop himself.
He is going to cast Polymorph on himself using his wand,
Ooh.
because hopefully he doesn't turn into an old animal.
Just-
I'm equally old.
100% old.
You
Old
turn.
eagle now.
There's like that. I'm sure there's a cartoon which, like an animated movie, which has like there's an eagle that's like 160 years old. It's got a bald spot on top of its head and one eye.
Fuck you doesn't know if the age would carry over to the polymorph form. So he is going to polymorph himself into a lizard.
I think we all know it'd be funnier if it did.
Yeah.
And that's
Old
it, it's going
lizards.
to- It will be the equivalent age of the,
If,
the
if he's
lizard.
if he's an old lizard, he might turn into a dragon.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's
But as you're dragging Gwen off and grabbing a card from the deck of illusions, are you wanting to flee, or are you wanting to stand your ground against this dragon? Do note that any fleeing options will obviously be hampered down by the incredibly old lizard, which I assume you can kind of just scoop up on your way, but also the unconscious Gwent.
I think we're running. Alvina's going, we're running.
Yes, we
Running.
are.
Alvina's saying, we're about to leave, because, I hope whatever card you drew is a good one.
It's not. It's a bandit captain and 3 bandits.
Hey, it's food! It's
It
food!
isn't running.
Ah, they're flying at the dragon like they're attacking.
They can't move 30 feet from where the card is.
They're just yelling. Can it make noise?
Yep. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they're making noise. We're making less
Oh,
noise.
this dragon is so powerful, it doesn't technically have a bite attack. Why is this dragon so powerful that the stat block doesn't just have a
Chomp.
chomp attack, you know?
Biting is below it.
Apparently so.
Oh, it might be, the stat block might be one of those that has the full crystal head. Like it's sealing its
No,
jaws.
it's fine. I just didn't scroll down.
Ah, yeah.
There's a second page of the stat block.
Yeah. There is like, I think there's one dragon that I can think of which its entire head was consumed by something, so it didn't have a bite, it had something else instead. So I was like, it's
Alrighty. I'm just gonna do 4 attacks here and see if I devour all of you.
Yep.
Yay.
I will.
Yeah, I think that subsequently devours all of you.
I will definitely say it hit.
hits, yeah.
If it nat wand, it still hit.
I mean, that
Alright.
24 barely hit, to be fair.
AC 70.
As you all begin fleeing this abomination of a monster, this CR30 dragon hybrid crystal creature, you have just felt your entire lives drain. Well, for some of you, drain away. Some of you are fucking elves.
Hey, look, it would have been really bad if I aged the other way. Okay.
It really would have.
I was 25 at the start of this fight. If I could have very comfortably rolled like low and just been an infant.
It's true. As you are running away, just your body's age starting to hinder them for some of you. Not Alvina, never Alvina. 'Cause they're still in the prime of their life.
Yep.
But for the rest of you, this applies. Even the point is like still you're at the cusp of middle age where you're starting to get backache. as you are running away from the
You've
dragon.
just started to get a gut.
The creature swoops in, and not with just because the top of its skull is just embedded with these crystals coming out. It doesn't even really have a top of a jaw. It just has the bottom of a jaw, and then this mutilated crystal skull at the top. But it comes in and almost scoops you up with the bottom of its jaw and swallows you all whole. As you tumble down, you feel yourself slipping through the remnants of saliva and down its throat into what is still a warm, blood-pulsing body somehow.
Oh.
Into the stomach of this creature, and you feel yourself in the complete darkness, constrained, constricted, being devoured whole. As the world goes black around you.
Well,
And you find yourselves. Don't worry, you're not dead. Yeah.
Oh.
yay!
Damn it.
You find yourselves suddenly falling. No longer in the dark, no longer old. Oh, but you are falling through the Colosseum again. And I now need you all to make saves.
Oh, God
Quick-
damn it.
Quick save moment!
What
If
kind
the
of
time-
save?
Groundhog
Hey.
Day save.
Hey, Gwen, at
Groundhog
least
Day.
look at it this
Dex
way.
save.
Look at it this way, Gwen. At least you are more conscious than you were the last time this happened.
Well, no, because you repeat exactly. So Gwen is unconscious.
Oh, he's dying. That means he's dying.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I fell back into death.
No, because you didn't die. You get to continue your Groundhog Day experience.
Okay.
God damn it!
I'm conscious. Wouldn't they be conscious, or they just they what? Well, that's a weird one.
That is very weird, actually.
Because they're half fall asleep then. Why is
Don't worry, you're about
Yeah,
to.
you get like a sudden pulse of energy as you like bring yourself back to stability.
Hmm.
Get like the weird like a sense of vertigo suddenly.
Oh wait a minute, we're in the same. We're in the
Position.
same bit of it, actually. Okay, that means my ability's back on, which is weird.
Oh yeah, I'm in flying mode still.
Yeah, my what's it called? It's back. Premier Athlete. It doesn't help in this because it was a deck save, but and it rolled really badly. But still.
But the point's just still flying. You find yourself back in your usual young body. You still have all your memories from being eaten by a dragon. You are 100% confident that you did die.
I'll be
But also, you also see Gwen unconscious falling to their death again.
Who never saw themselves
Oh,
being
God.
killed by a
Okay.
dragon, so pretty good so far.
Yep.
Pretty positive.
Gwen's entirely unaware of that.
Dash down, see if I can catch the horse.
Yeah.
All right,
Saw
you swoop
dragon, fell
down,
asleep.
You
That's it.
catch them. At the end of your turn, roll me a d10. Oh, sorry, a d20.
Yay!
This shit's back.
If Gwen's unconsciousness carries through, does that mean fuck you's lizard form carries through, or is he a goblin again?
No, because he was unconscious when he came through the first time. You're an eagle again. You're an eagle again.
No,
It
you
is.
dropped eagle.
No, when we first got transformed in, weren't you in eagle form for that one round?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think's happened.
No, he wasn't, because he like appeared in the alcove.
Yeah, they.
Oh
they
yeah, you
turned
turned
an
into an
eagle.
eagle immediately. Yeah.
It should be noted though, you are currently no longer in the alcove. Your positions have been ever so slightly adjusted,
Yeah, we're in the air now.
so
But-
none of you are in a safe location. You are all falling.
I was falling annoying. I don't.
Mm.
Yeah, I
The point on an 11, you do not vanish.
hey,
Okay, that's new.
Of course.
I'm really.
As you're able to grab Gwen and fire them into an alcove. Alvina, you crash down into the ground. Roll me a d6 to see how far you fall.
I'm also sad it was deck save and not acrobatics. 6. I go a long way.
Yep. You fall all the way to the bottom and take 22 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Gwen managed to get save. Unfortunately, then Fukiyu, you are also falling because you are just outside of the alcove. However, I will give you advantage on your deck save because you were previously in a safe location.
Okay.
You get shifted just slightly off.
Do I need to roll a d6 as well for the height, or?
No, that's only if you fail.
Yeah, I roll a 9 with advantage on deck
What
save.
am I doing again? Sorry, dex save.
Dexterity saving throw. Just like grab that alcove which is next to you. Avina unfortunately got shifted kind of like in the middle, out of anywhere.
I was already in midair and I got foot further up.
Yeah. Fukiyu, you get teleported just to like the edge of that alcove. So as you materialize, you have 1 foot off, 1 foot on, and are able to just kind of throw yourselves into that alcove as the point comes sweeping in with Gwen in their hands.
Backwards roll.
What
Heals.
the fuck is going on?
Oh no, I remember. where I-
Everyone give me a d20 roll other than the point who's already done theirs for the end of their turn.
Heal the horse. Ask questions later.
14.
3.
Goodbye, Gwen.
As you're about to heal the horse.
It didn't disappear if the roll low.
No, they disappear if they're all.
Oh, no, yeah, it's on 11 or higher, you vanish.
Oh, bye, Gwen.
Everyone but Gwen.
I rolled 11.
They rolled 11.
So anyone who rolls 11 or higher, you all vanish from the present or from the future.
Gwen is once again dying where no one else can get to it.
Yep.
That's
However,
how Lou got left behind. Now it's Gwen.
that's Gwen. As you all flash back to non-destroyed nest, all 3 of you find yourselves standing in the same place you previously were, so either on the alcove or, for Alvina's sake, on the floor.
Just spread eagled in a crater.
Back into the Colosseum. However, as you're glancing around, you do not see the remaining competitors of the competition. Instead, you find just kind of placed strategically throughout the Colosseum what looks to be some Dark Feather administrators. In fact, you even see your good old cleric clerk friend,
Norman!
Norman!
Norman, who I'm going to have be on the ground floor next to Alvina as they pop in. As they are currently just like on a chair, asleep. It looks like they've been placed on almost like guard duty or like watch out duty. And as you teleport in and like crash into the ground,
Let's get the shit out of him.
Norman just like jolts awake with a panic.
Ow!
Actually, for the rest of you, up in the alcove, because they did see you previously, you find Karzag and Tarragon. Would Abby be there? Let's have Abby be there too. She would have gotten news by this point. It's been an undeterminate amount of time for you guys.
Yay!
But yes, so Fukyu and the point, you find yourself in the alcove with Abigail kind of just like scanning the arena, Tarragon asleep with a cloak over her, and Tharag kind of just sleeping next to them, like looking after, kind of being the minder for Tarragon. As Abigail kind of glances back at all of you, you can see her eyes and mouth light up with relief as she sees you, and she... Yeah, I feel like the relationship's gotten bond enough that she rushes towards...
I
towards
imagine as they pop back in, the second half of "fuck yous," the fuck is going on? Is just
Yeah.
He just comes back in. Going up. What?
You just hear a crash and
God's sake.
you hear a crash and an ow from Alvina.
But she kind of like almost like fucking peg lines the both of you as she reaches out her hands and like grab both of you around the neck and brings you both into a sweeping hug.
Aww.
Or at least, Fukyu easily gets Fukin. The point. How athletic are you?
Not as good as Abby.
It's a +4.
Abby's better.
Yeah, she is. She's
Abby's
partial.
Abby's almost as strong as
I'd also choose to
Alvina.
fail a hug.
Abby's almost as strong as Alvina.
Both of you just get fucking yeeted in towards her. But we'll take this in turn. So while that's going on, let's do Alvina first. So Alvina, you on the floor. Something's happening upstairs. You can't quite hear. You hear Fukyu screaming out loud. As Norman is just kind of jolted awake next to you. What would you like to do?
I am going to basically just grab him and go, time weirdness, platinum dragon, help, get trampolines. We're about to teleport out probably.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm great at that. Where's persuasion? There it is.
This sounds about right.
Unbeknownst to you, you're just too busy thinking about the screen pans in on Norman's face as he just has the most bewildered, shocked look. He is not taking in anything you're saying right now. Far too startled as you teleport away.
Yep.
As we go back up, Abby is pulling in the point and you've just finished your screaming match. She is quickly, frantically just decrying to you, saying to you, God, what the hell was her first words? Tell me everything, as quick as you can.
Wait,
Don't
dragon.
If Alvina probably bellows it, you might hear it.
Don't have much time. Jumping between time. Groundhog Day, if you know what that is. And
What's a groundhog?
I don't think she knows what Groundhog Day is.
Exactly.
I think this fantasy character hasn't seen the movie Groundhog Day, unfortunately.
I don't think the point has seen the movie Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day is a
I know what Groundhog Day is.
key part of dwarven fiction in the original Alterra, not in this one.
Unfortunately, Alvina has only seen, what is it, Happy Death Day? Is that the horror movie? The other one? That's basically the same plot. That's all Alvina's seen, unfortunately.
Fuck you's gonna say, weird time dragon, about 100 odd years in the future. Don't know what the fuck's happening. I was old, then I got eaten. Fuck knows.
It's gone.
We'll be back. Be ready to heal the horse.
As you all vanish and teleport back to the present, where you conveniently don't get teleported again. That is the end of the blink. It only lasts 1 round.
Yay!
But you are all stable. You're able to stabilize Gwent. Alvina is eventually able to climb back up, and you're able to regroup and discuss what's happened, which you can do now during the break, because we're going to take a quick break there, and then we're going to pop over to Zormir and see what's happening. But you are not dead.
Am I back to being conscious?
Yay.
Gwent is back to being conscious.
Oh.
Gwent, there's no dragon anymore, and
And-
you're back in the Colosseum. Maybe I'll let them fill you in.
Don't worry, Gwen. You were unconscious when you died horrifically.
Yes.
What? Wait, what?
You
What do you
died
mean?
horribly. We all did. Eaten by a dragon.
Well, I mean, we ended up in its stomach. We weren't digested yet.
Oh, absolutely dead.
Was it one of your dragons? Because I've had dreams like that.
No, big platinum one, not one of mine.
It's been like 2 days from our perspective since they hatched.
Yeah, I have
I'm
been
still
learning.
dreams.
Yeah, you've been nightmares still. It's been a while.
The first night was terrible. It was just
brilliant.
Randy and dragons.
It was brilliant. Alvina was just like asleep in a heap of dragons. She won at life as far as she's concerned.
And you had to terrify Angel and not trying to eat you as well.
True.
What if there's an ancient owlbear around?
Owlbears don't. Actually, owlbears do live about 100 years usually, so yeah, maybe. But yeah,
Then
Gwen.
we kill it for food.
No, owlbears.
What's happening?
No, remember, the owlbear is scared of you now.
Yes.
The dragon would have...
Even better, tasty
Ow.
food.
They don't eat owlbears.
Your dragons would have ate your...
Actually, yeah, the dragons definitely would have eaten the owlbear by now. For 100 years, they're larger than the owlbear. So.
Is the dragon still around?
I don't smell it.
I reckon they will be.
Probably.
Yeah, they're
I
probably gonna
hate
rip their way
that
back
answer
out.
more than anything.
Yeah.
What do you mean it will be?
Well,
This
it's
may
a time dragon.
Do we want to start hiding now?
Yes.
I mean, it appeared when we started going towards like the HQ.
Or maybe that was just it happened to do it, but its lair might be. That's what the old weird guy said, right? You know, the one who
If
committed
we-
suicide.
If that's not
Oh yeah,
happened-
old weird gnome dude decided to commit suicide rather than see the dragon. Jumped off a cliff into lava.
And where was this guy?
Do you know where we were?
Yes.
There. Before he jumped off the
Fine.
cliff into lava.
The point is to decide to go and rescue that guy.
No, he willingly committed suicide. He must have just been at the end.
No.
You can go talk him down later. But, main problem, there's a platinum dragon.
Oh, I don't know. I think Point's going to make another paladin somehow.
Oh, yeah, you need to stop being
honey
altruistic.
paladin.
You need to stop being altruistic. Wait, this is the conversation.
Yeah, it dicks us every time.
Maybe you need to be more altruistic to...
No, altruism has only gotten us bad position so far. We need to stop being more selfish if anything else. We're too nice.
I hate to say this, we need to be more like the goblin.
Oh, no.
Like, I don't want to admit this, but he's making choices. I hate it.
I pat you on the back. That must have taken a lot.
I hate it.
But yeah, while we're waiting, Alvina is pretty much going to find a large piece of rubble and just heave it up and going to try and make a shelter out of it. At least an alcove that we can sit in and have some cover.
Yeah, just take a nice short rest.
You do so, you do so. Alright, I'm back. Are we ready?
Yep.
We're gonna go
Yeah.
see what's happening over with the Yetis, which I still don't have a map for.
That's fair.
It's fine. The entire map just takes place up here.
We'll just zoom in on Zormir over here. So Zormir, we previously left you, other than having a strange sense of vertigo, as if your life just flashed across your eyes and you felt death. Also trying to suppress massive amounts of rage as you watch the Yeti Elder getting the shit beaten out of him by his what seems to be son.
Yeah.
Who
And-
now all work for the Monstro Guild in this dystopian future of a dystopian universe.
And I'd ran over and healed them at the end of it, using the last of my magic.
Yes, you did. They are feeling much better. You're able to get up off the ground, and are trying to like usher you back towards the tent. What would you like to do?
I guess I would start the process of having a rest whilst talking to him about what the hell was all that about, and now realizing that I need to go deal with Montreux Guild, going, yes, Gwent, you, we have something I agree on now, cracking his knuckles a little. How long ago did this happen?
Oh,
How?
I guess so. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it again.
Yep. It's Groundhog Day. All right.
Alvina's figured out the infinite food glitch.
Requires death. But the old man is kind of just. It's been on and off for some time. We first got the invitation from the Monstro Guild. Not long after you saved me. They've been looking for more. Well, at the time they referred to it as trading partners within the mountains themselves. It was an untapped resource, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we've buffed it. We were still just a struggling settlement. We'd only just used up the last of the food that you prepared, but we'd managed to gain enough strength to do a small amount of hunting again. And every couple years, they would come by, various traders or representations of the Monstro Guild. Their activities increased in the wake of the outside world's destabilizing condition. It seemed that the mountains had become a more strategic resource in those days, and to be fair, we had a neutral relationship. They would buy whatever excess ores we'd mine, and or excess shells, and then we would receive additional tools or food. Each time there was an offer of becoming more a part of the Monstro Guild, but times where we're beginning to become more prosperous, so we didn't see the need. But eventually, more and more of the mountain began to be consumed by various factions. As we spread out, we encountered more dangerous enemies. First, the giants, who had set up a mining outpost on the other side, and were very quickly turning the mountainsides into cavernous wastes, depleting the ores. But even that had its benefits. It would drive the animals to our side of the mountain, the creatures, and our hunting grounds became even more prosperous. But eventually, those mining outposts were bombarded by celestial agents, and the radiation began leaking through the mountainside. Then there was the event down south. The death zone begun to was when we first discovered it. That area became. That area was an unknown to us. There was legends that there was a force, a field around it that would prevent us from from trekking into there. But one day, our explorers, our hunters and scouts found that they were no longer new areas suddenly appeared to them. They were no longer being turned around in the mysterious caverns. But that proved to be more fatal than opportunistic. Delving in, we only found ruins of an old civilization, and strange creatures far beyond even our skill level. So we stuck to our side, trapped between the death zone to the south and the spreading radiation and mutating monsters to the north. We began becoming more reliant on outside trade, and about 5-10 years ago, my eldest decided that, well, we could no longer afford to turn away the Monstro Guild's offer of a stronger relationship. That we needed better weapons to deal with the increased danger of the monsters that we were hunting. And yes, as you can see, unfortunately, his contamination of the outside has led to a more hostile view of entitlement.
Yes, I can see that.
In some ways, while his methods might be extreme, he's not wrong. The technology that the Monstro Guild brought in has allowed us to keep up with the threat of the monsters imposing upon us. With the new technology, we lose only 1 or 2 hunters annually now, instead of before it, when we would lose a dozen or so. Things have been good. Unfortunately, over the years, while it started out good, his attitude became more and more hostile and more demanding, until eventually he was demanding more and more of the take. You have to understand, Zormir, that he wasn't always like this. He was a sunny, happy young lad before getting involved in the Monstro Guild, and even when he started out, he felt hopeful. He truly did believe that by aligning with the new technologies and the trade opportunities, that he would help the village grow. Unfortunately, it seems some outside force has driven him to a point of stress, and
I feel he's been tainted with greed.
I don't know if it's greed. It feels more like fear to me.
Yeah. Well, I do feel that a faction does instill a lot of fear in people.
Memory switch back to Gwent.
Yes. I have a companion has quite a aversion to them. I can only imagine what they did to them to make them run with such vigor.
You learn how to run to break the sound barrier.
Do you see my dilemma, Zormir?
Yes.
Without that trade supply and the equipment they allow us to replenish, we wouldn't stand a chance against the new threats of the mountains that have every year grow more dangerous with the spreading radiation of the war.
You say radiation. What do you mean by that? What does the radiation look like? Does it have form? Is it just or does it have...
This is a spreading sickness, a glowingness. Those who have dared trek further into the abandoned, or the now abandoned, mining outposts of the giants have expressed visions of glowing rocks and creatures with strange floating auras that zap at your life force.
Uranium, got it.
Those who have come back have eventually died from the exposure. And the creatures, they imbue strange characteristics, glowing yellow eyes, this strange aura of magic about them.
Hmm. Not like the magic I used. Or, I will make the gun or the blade of my gauntlet glow. Nothing like this. And I'll hue it through the different energy spectrum that I have, like radiant, necrotic, force.
They pick up at radiant. They seem to believe that it looks similar to radiant.
A radiant aura.
Yeah, like angels. Makes sense.
So it could
What?
be the remnants of the mad gods have tainted this place. You say
Right.
they fought with the giant race. I'm guessing the fire giants.
We didn't keep a lot of track to the outside world. What news we did get brought by the Monstro Guild indicated that there was some sort of skirmish war on the beyond the mountains, but you must understand we don't travel among them, and I'm mostly trying to vaguely remember over the last couple decades what it was an escalating war in the first half of my life, and since then it seems that with the destruction of the mountain, it is no longer as viable a location for them. I do not know if the war persists, only the ramifications that were brought to this mountain because of it.
I fear that I do need to get to that dead zone.
The dead zone, luckily, is not, at least from the outreaches to which we did penetrate, is not affected by the radiation itself. That is to the north. The dead zone to the south, though, has much stranger creatures of a differing nature.
Because I feel like that's where my allies and companions are, and might be the only place where I can get some more clues and hints to solve a few of the dilemmas. I feel
Well,
that I can't do much without long rest to recuperate my magic as well, to aid you in maybe sating the supplies. I do have ways and means of producing magical food that will last for a while, but it would maybe only poses the trick for a while to sate them for a while, but it might have some ramifications afterwards.
no,
So,
I must protest against this. This is one who has saved my life. That to go south into the dead zone is paramount to self-death. Especially with the beast down there.
what kind of beast?
A great winged creature of moving earth of crystals. And as you can see, there's a slight actually, give me an insight check. There appears to be a slight hesitation to what he's saying. Shadows moving across the ground.
Fuck's sake.
You
The one thing I'm normally good. This stream has been cursed with ones.
We're cursed this time.
you don't pick up on it. You just take it for Yeti mannerisms. A creature of large claws.
Well, the only thing I know that
Flies
really
and has
good.
large claws. An eagle.
had large claws and flies.
There's a lot of things that describes. It describes like half of the things that can
Yeah,
fly.
but large
Feathers
claws,
are-
flies, bit of a dick. It's fuck you, an eagle.
Feathered or scaled? Like,
We have never gotten a close enough look to determine.
I'm trying to determine if it's a large bird or possibly a dragon.
All we know is that it inevitably results in death.
In what way, shape, or form? Does it incinerate them? Does it freeze them? And I'll run through the spectrum
It's
of magic.
it's too horrible to think about.
Yes.
Okay.
I mostly. You must understand that when it first appeared, we stopped sending people in many generations ago. We have learned to avoid the place, and it is hard to recall the exact specifics of what I was told by the scouts and hunters who reported back from those areas.
Are any of them still around? Or did they go with your son or have died off? Did they give me a better description?
It has been so long. Unfortunately, many of them have passed since then in excursions to the north, and some have left, and others I do not remember the exact names of who went. The ones I do recall, unfortunately, are no longer with us.
Fair enough.
Were any of them gnomes?
Yeah, they were all yetis.
How often does he come for?
Ah, my son.
Yes. How often does the monster guild demand?
Tithe. That's
Tithe
what you're looking
from
for. That's what you're looking for.
They come on a on the ebb and flow of the mountain stream.
Unfortunately, I don't know that kind of
Might be-
timing.
That might be full moon. Might be full moon.
I'm unsure how to convey a sense of time. We don't exactly have any way of keeping track of any sort of meaningful cycles here.
Every 165,000th raindrop from this particular place in the cavern.
That is entirely fair. It is harder to tell when there's not
Sky.
a cycle of light and dark.
Yes, our major way of keeping track of is when if we travel down to the east, there is a stream that runs through a cavern. It ebbs and flows over a period, becoming much stronger and bringing outside nutrients and small creatures that make their way into the mountain. It is from that cycle to which we have devised a means of timekeeping.
That's a pretty good idea.
Well, I feel that I may need to help you hunt and gather more resources until I can determine how to find my friends. And can think up of a decent way to help you resolve this situation. I need more information. I need to...
Well, savior of my kin, my life. My home is your home. You are more than welcome to stay with us and hunt with us as long as you may need. In fact, maybe some... it may bespeak a selfishness upon me, but I pray and hope that you actually stay longer than you need.
Aw. They like you. So his Zormir turns into just some tribal,
man.
just tribal creature.
And at that, yeah, he reaches like up on puts his like kind of slaps you on the back. And plus your body is not as withered as mine is. You still have youth that can help us track creatures down.
Zormir. Wish you had any knowledge about him.
I wish I had some of my other friends here. Like
Yep.
I said, probably might be better at tracking.
Yep.
As we tell the younglings, there is no need to seek danger unless danger is seeking you. If you do not know where to go or if your friends are okay or not, then, well, you must let life find your path through the river.
I thought he was gonna say life, find a way, and he was forever Ian Malcolm in my brain.
It would not do you to go into the darkness of the caverns, into the dangers unequipped or unprepared. Your death would not serve your friends. Should they are alive? Should they be alive somewhere?
I mean, it would help me to maybe map out these places a bit better as well.
Yeah,
So I know
Ian
where I'm
Malcolm.
going.
And yes, savior of my life, I encourage you to stay and prepare. We can devise the next hunting party within a long rest. If you would care to you seem tired and in need of respite.
Yes, I did have a tussle with godly entities earlier.
You got the shit beaten out of you by angels.
We have one river rotation before we must gather the resources to pay this tithe, as you've mentioned again. Plenty of time to map out the surrounding area and for you to get your bearings of the caverns.
Hey, somebody will have a map.
And I may be able to share some of my techniques to make you less reliant on their tech or items.
You gotta make
yes.
techno yetis.
What do you know of this technology they have called the crossbow?
You're starting there. Got it.
That's a very simple rudimentary
And
weapon.
do you know how to make these pointy, sharp, hard objects? They are ever so good for piercing.
Yes.
Then yes, we will start there. I will get our
In
youngest of our adventure seekers.
Honestly, crossbow's a good place to start, considering that gunfire might be a bit advanced for a Yeti at this point. Start with crossbows.
And I also need to establish how much materials they have in the way, considering the giant.
You might want to start with smelting.
Yeah.
Now you.
It sounds like they're getting their arrow tips from outside.
Yeah, start with rock. Start with pointy rocks. Flint is a thing.
To be fair, they had flint. That's what they were using. But
Yeah.
steel arrow heads on a crossbow significantly up their hunting game.
Yeah.
Just a stone arrowhead and a crossbow will do good work as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, the crossbow itself really up their hunting game.
That kind of just kind of the crossbow is big.
I think during the time he will try to show them how to make things and obviously see if he can establish any kind of way of smelting stuff down here, considering the level of technology. But he will use his expertise in. I've got cartography, smithing tools, these tools, and tinkering. I'll use all those skills that I have to.
Definitely get
I
crossbow out
mean,
of
in
it.
my mind, Zormi is just going to go talk to the old guy from Dr. Stone.
It turns out that Zombie's smithing tools of this entire time had a small portable forge as part of it.
Well, I can.
Like a microwave-sized one.
I have a tool that can become anything.
After an
Tools
hour,
wise.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the multi-tool
It
works
doesn't
for a
work that
forge.
way. No,
Yeah,
it's a hammer,
I can-
tongs, and shit like that.
I can use it to start carving a forge out of stone and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't have stone working, really.
It's a shame you don't have shaped stone. That would actually be super convenient.
Yeah.
I don't know what spells I can learn, change to once I've had a long enough rest.
Well, I'll let you think about that. Go ahead and give me a.
Actually, if you're high enough level, creation is on the endless for Artificer. I don't know what level they get it, but
Give me an intelligence, wisdom, and charisma check. Just flat checks.
Fabricate's there,
yeah,
Right.
and I've got that. So
yeah, you did definitely get it.
Intelligence.
Just an intelligence,
Not bad.
wisdom, and charisma check.
Very good in wisdom.
And charisma.
Hey, that was good.
Okay.
I like that your intelligence was your lowest somehow.
These will determine how well you are at teaching others. Not only do you have the information to impart, but also the wisdom to impart in such a way that is receptive to your audience, and also the patience to work with people who aren't quite understanding what you're saying.
Yes.
You've spoken,
But you succeed, and in fact, you very quickly pinpoint the level of technology to start with, rather than rushing ahead. You make for a very charismatic, wise teacher.
Nice.
But you get the benefits of a long rest, and you do that. And we'll come back to you in a second, as we're going to see if the other party have any better luck in their side story.
Okay.
Before we get to the montage of them dying by dragon, potentially.
Again, and again, and again. So I actually have an idea.
Well, speaking of which, we come back to you guys. You are huddled. You have just had your short rest. You have re-eaten the food you've previously eaten.
Alvin is
Go for it.
happy.
Or like, nope.
Point bod is back again.
Yep. So, I have a thought. It might get me killed,
Okay.
but basically, we know that the dragon's gonna come from that way if we're going through again, right? If this is like a proper time stuff, because I think I did actually know. I think I passed my dragon lore thing, and yes, it is a time dragon, so I weirdly know that. That something time related is happening. So if I go up that way, because I can travel it, then you guys might be able to go a bit around differently, and I might get transported back again and be able to find you while I'm being a distraction. And we might be able to just, like, flank around the dragon.
Do we have to go near the dragon at all?
Probably, because it's kind of the main building, and that's probably most of the stuff that's important is there.
I mean, if we're gonna be, jumping back and forth, could we just ask them to make a vault somewhere other than the HQ? Somewhere not dragoned?
I've got a feeling that asking them to move an entire vault that they've already got built somewhere else, it's going to take a while.
They've got 100 years.
They've got no reason to believe us.
I mean, anyway, not the entire vault. Just say, if you work out how to stop time slipping, put it in a box over there.
You're also
the box at the bottom of the Colosseum.
aware they may not have 100 years because the newspaper was a couple weeks after you left,
Okay.
and the newspaper decayed for 100 years.
Okay.
So,
do we know anyone who knows a lot about time?
no.
No.
The most I know about time is time dragons, which worryingly might mean Alvina knows the most about time, which is
I know,
concerning.
the sort of person who carries around a lot of clocks.
I mean, I can barely tell the time as it is. I know when it gets light, I know when it gets dark, that's about it.
That's pretty good.
That's called blinking.
Oh.
That doesn't count.
So here's my thought. Yeah, that's the only thought that I have for us getting there is I try to lead the dragon off and you guys run in while it's distracted. And the only reason that might work is I don't think any of the rest of you
How
can.
long were you guys about before the dragon showed up last time?
Oh, 20 minutes. Now, 20 minutes, something like that. Not long.
Is that out of character? How long were you speaking to that gnome?
I don't know, not very long.
It felt like a million years.
It felt like a while, but it wasn't very long.
Are you sure it felt so long?
It wasn't particularly long. It just felt like a bit. Yeah, not very long. But
So
there's not time to get there before.
no.
Rush.
Though I will say one thing. Actually, wait a minute. We've been sitting here having a rest and snack for an hour.
Yeah.
I look out the window. Is the dragon there?
It is not.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh.
So the dragon's tripped by something.
It
And
might
we have to
be.
go somewhere and then.
Maybe. Well, no. Maybe the dragon maybe the dragon lives in there. There was a bunch of like magic and stuff in there, right? So maybe it
You
lives
want us
there.
to go in the nest?
No, that's what I think.
That's where we are right now. Anyway.
No, that. I smack you on the back of the head. I smack you on the back of the head.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. I had to pull you out of the mayonnaise after you aged like 100 years.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, you all became like old men for some reason. It was really weird.
Yeah, that was
What
fun.
do you mean? Like, we
What?
made it over there, and then I got back here. I assumed you dragged me after something.
No, you
I
got
jumped in some yellow goo. I woke up back here.
we got swallowed whole. Wait a minute, I passed my
Let's
dragon lore
not-
check.
let's
Do I
not
know
panic.
that the dragons breathe like aging breath?
Yeah, but where did the aging?
Yeah, you're aware dragons all have different breaths, and you're aware of what types of breath dragons have. Time dragons have aging breaths.
Yeah, so the time dragon used an aging breath. I apparently was immune to it. Having genuinely
Just-
no difference in herself. Anyone else can probably figure out why she would be immune to it. Alvina has no clue.
I've had, the points worked it out, but it's just not worth explaining.
Yeah, it's like, you're an elf.
So who looked? Well, apart from Alvina, who looked best as an old person?
I mean, I looked like me, so me.
So, I barely changed.
A bit of aging around your eyes. You didn't change too
I
much,
mean-
to be fair.
Dwarves, you live for ages anyway, so it doesn't really count.
Though you've
Fair.
got
Let's
that.
see the dwarf wings before that.
Yeah, you've got that weird angel.
Oh yeah, these are new.
You've got that.
Actually, they would have gone.
They would have gone a while ago.
Yeah.
They would have gone. You had that weirdness up in the celestial place, so
Oh, the shininess. Yeah.
yeah, you know.
No, I assume that's just like quote unquote point thing rather than a dwarf thing. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
He lives longer.
I thought you guys were just confident enough that you appeared how you wanted to appear. Because that's what happens in the
You've-
celestial realm, right?
No, you saw me in the dream, right? That's how I want to appear, and I don't quite look like that, unfortunately.
You think I'm confident enough to appear as anything apart from a cloud of dust?
Yes.
Well, it's just the comments at the same time.
Like,
Back on to if the dragon. Alvina is completely serious.
oh no, that's to the point.
Yeah.
So, if the dragons, do you think the old gnome controls the dragon, or
No,
controls
I
when the dragon comes?
No, I think that the old gnome knows what gets the dragon to show up.
So we should go and ask him.
No,
Why not?
because us being there triggered the dragon. So if I'd had to guess, it would be getting close to its lair.
Yeah,
And
it's
because
like
it-
proximity or something.
And because it came out of there, I assume its lair is in here and that's its front door.
Well, I don't think we're gonna, not be in a destroyed bastion if we don't try and do something.
Well, my thought
Silly.
is let's explore the rest of the place before going towards the building.
Should we see where
That
the
is fine.
old gnome jumped to?
Oh,
Because he
into
jumped
the lava
into that
pit.
lava real quick, and that's weird.
Well, I'm assuming he also is getting, like, weird time shenanigansy, right?
Yeah, but why does that make you jump into lava?
Because we all died horrifically and then spawned back to where we were. So he knew he would come
You
back if
think
he just killed himself.
jumping into
I don't think we're
lava
gonna get
sounds
the
better.
answers without going to talk to the guy. You guys can stay back. I'll go and talk to the guy.
Good luck.
I'm gonna try head this side of it.
Oh, he's over there
Oh,
now.
he's over there now. He's
Damn
a bit
it.
of a weirdo.
He's following you.
It occurred to me you short rested, so I should probably move him back. It wouldn't just be one area for an hour. It's just I did this, and then you said I should try over there.
Well, I'm thinking
was
I'd be able
so-
to see where he jumped. It's like, so seeing him on this side is like, you son of a bitch. This is some time travel bullshit going on.
It was just very well timed.
Just
It was
son of a
very well
bitch.
timed. It was very well
It's
timed.
entirely a coincidence.
Yeah. Alvina is
Oh, no.
actually. Alvina is actually going to try and look for something around this kind of area. See if she finds anything useful around here. Because we did a bit of like a scan for danger, but we didn't actually look through the place. So that's what Alvina's basically says she's going to do.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Yay! Let's see what if I see if I get a -1. I got 12. I'll take that.
Fuck you seeing Alvina digging through stuff. Fuck, he's gonna do it as well. He would have helped Alvina, but he doesn't have proficiency in that.
Then go give me your own investigation check.
An investigation. 9.
You see nothing. Alvina, as you're looking around, you notice on the cracked part of the wall on the ledge of it, you make out a couple letters in common that says Al.
Oh,
Oh, hey, it's me.
Al lives here.
So just A-L and like the beginning slant of a V.
Is it my? Did they make a plin?
They just wrote a message to you.
Al.
Fortunately, though, the rest of it is destroyed because it's where the split in the Colosseum is.
It might be last champion. Alv.
Okay. I think I know what it is, but also
Rest in peace, Alvina.
Alvina was here.
I'm fairly sure it will be Abby and the rest saying, "Hey, look this way." But yeah.
I mean,
Me-
if anyone
messages in there.
was whoever was here, it would be fuck you. Because he has done that before.
But the point, what are you doing?
I'm going to start cautiously wandering into town, trying to
You
find
do
that
so.
gnome.
Cool. You do so. Gwen, as you're just exploring about, you catch the gnome just over there. What would you like to do?
Run, Gwen, run.
God damn it. Right. I'm gonna go up. Right. We know the dragon's coming. Where is somewhere safe to go? Don't jump in the lava.
Dive.
The gnome hands you a broken clock.
Cool. I don't know what this means.
Oh,
They turn away from you and take out a pocket mirror. It means it's time to reflect.
he's gonna do the same puns as an adventure novel, an adventure game.
It's a choose your own adventure.
Yep.
I used to love those things.
Okay. Oh, it's time for you to give me a right answer. We're safe.
He just reaches up and like places one hand on you sympathetically. You know, I heard a great time travel joke tomorrow.
Gwen's gonna kill him.
I
Gwen's
listened
gonna
to
kill
all
him.
of these 2 days ago. They're still funny.
Yep. Gwen's gonna kill him. Gwen is gonna kill him.
My darling old gnome. I'm asking you this. Apparently, I've been unconscious, aged, and et. Today, fallen many floors, unconscious, and kept falling.
And
Tell
then-
me
and then
where
time-
is safe, please.
Okay. But only Sunny. Forgot the hell this gnome's gnome voice is.
No idea. Mm.
Oh, no idea. It's Friday, it's 8 o'clock. We can't do voices anymore.
David Tennant, but no.
Oh, Sunny. I'll tell you if you can answer me this.
If you can answer the riddle.
A
you
vein
remember-
starts to pump.
Do you remember? Because I don't have the
Nah.
foggiest.
I was thinking the same thing.
Do you remember who I am?
Oh.
Also, who are you? Have
Hello?
we met before?
My name is Gwent. We met once before we was eaten by a dragon, apparently.
I don't remember this.
You may not. It's apparently some kind of time loop nonsense. I don't think I got your name. Please tell it to me so we can meet for the second time the first time.
Oh, so you're why the clock doesn't work.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, probably.
He's like, you know what? That seems fair.
Yeah, he hands over to you this small pointed dial like paneling. It's clearly a clock hand. Here you go. This should get the clock working.
Okay, I will like just try and put it on the clock like this.
Yeah,
We've
what are
got
we
so
talking
many
about?
artificers, and yet nobody here with me. Just me. Good. This
Hey,
looks like
Sonny,
it works.
have you ever tried eating a clock?
Yes.
It's very time consuming.
I just hear Point say that pun, and I'm like, why are you saying this?
Again, it's just me. You can't set up a joke and expect me not to.
I know, I'm just imagining the Point exactly said, it's very time consuming.
Is it something
what?
to watch?
What?
Throw it back at him.
Get him.
So, your clock is fixed now. Where is
What
safe?
That's not my clock.
If-
I've never seen that clock before in my life.
How dare you say that was my clock?
My clock is 12 inches bigger than that.
He's compensating for something.
It goes talk tick, don't
Like-
tick tock.
Please tell me your name.
Oh, I don't
Please
know.
tell me we're safe.
Oh, that's subjective.
It is. I think the gnome's not going to have anywhere safe left anymore soon a minute.
Never mind the dragon. He's gonna eat you.
He's going to get kicked to death
Okay.
by a centaur.
Okay. Hey. Like, I'm just going to hold out my hand to him. Hey, do you want to go for a little walk somewhere? That might help me memory.
Oh, that sounds lovely. But make sure you take off any watches.
You're going to throw him in the lava. You're going to throw him in the lava, aren't you?
After all, time will tell. Fucking snitch.
I like that one.
Tick.
I'm sure it will. Now, let's go for a walk. Do you know what's over the lava this way? Over the other bridge?
Oh no, you gotta stay close to the lava pit.
Oh, why is that?
Why are you wearing any watches?
I'm not wearing any watches.
Oh, you gotta be sure. It's a secret.
I've never owned a watch. I do have this clock an old gnome gave me once.
What? What you doing with it? It's gonna tell. Time
Throw it.
always does.
Throw it in the
Fucking
lava.
bitch.
Yeah, I yeet it into the lava.
Give me a strength check.
If you nat one this,
I
and
need a
it,
strength check to throw a clock.
if you nat one this and it hits you in the head, it rebounds.
He's
off.
now going to complain that you throw.
Oh my god!
That's it. I guess time doesn't fly.
Fair, you throw the clock, but you throw it so poorly, it just like it hits off the edge before it tumbles down.
It
You don't
lands,
hear it hit the lava.
it lands in
But-
your own feet. I was expecting.
I swear to the god I hate, this has been a day. See? Plot gone. Now, why do you need to stay by the lava?
It just looks over. I didn't hear it go in the lava.
I did.
No, I bet it's hiding. Spying on us.
Oh, you think it's being watchful?
That was a pretty good one. I like that one. That was pretty good.
No, it doesn't have line of sight off. I think it's listening. Can't trust
Okay.
clock.
What if you wrote it down for me somewhere? It's just really starting to like ache to slap the gnome.
Oh,
Why don't
well,
you
this
write
is-
it down?
All right. How do I do that?
How do you write?
With a pen and a piece and
Do
a
you
piece
have
of
a
paper.
pen and a piece of paper?
I think you do actually, don't you?
I mean, I imagine I would, yeah.
I actually think you do. Do you have a priest's pack? Because a priest's pack comes with it.
No, I don't think I actually have a priest pack.
Which adventure pack did you get and you spilt your character? Because we all get one.
I think just like just random adventurers one.
I'll find out what's in
I've
the
got-
adventures
I've
pack.
got- Yeah. I imagine there's one somewhere. I mean, I've got a magnifying glass, so I must have something better than that.
And I literally was
Why don't you just whisper it into my ear? Then they
Sounds
can't
like
hear.
work. Will you pay me overtime?
Yes.
All right, we better go get that clock so I can work over it.
Can I try and pick up the gnome and hold him over the side? Now you're overtime.
Oh, there it is. There's the clock.
Great. Why do we need to be near the lava?
Well, because of that.
Because of that, what? I will
Point.
warn you.
Just points down towards the lava.
What's in the lava?
Can I see anything in the lava?
Yeah, as you glance over, you just see the clock just sitting in a little like outcropping of net that runs underneath the cavern.
That's where it's safe when the dragon comes, yes?
Oh, I got entire webbing underneath the on the underside.
Cool. Do you know when the dragon's next going to be here?
Oh no, happens randomly.
Of
Sometimes
course.
it comes,
Okay.
sometimes it doesn't come. Sometimes it goes months without coming. And then it does, and it kills everything.
Oh no.
Okay. So,
Best to just sit in the webbing until it's gone.
Oh.
Okay.
There is a
I'm going to put the gnome back down. Thank you very much for this information.
There is
Oh,
a
it's okay. I worked overtime, so you gotta pay me now.
there is a tiny chance that there is a consistent way to make sure it shows up, and I hate that. Tiny chance.
I give him a pair of old socks. Here you are, as we agreed.
Ooh, lovely.
Why does Gwen have socks? He doesn't have feet.
They
I've
belong
also got a glass orb filled with water with a clockwork of goldfish in it. I've got weird stuff.
they were Fabio's socks, let's just say.
Well,
Gavio!
possibly.
Gavio sucks, you stole them.
Smelling them at night.
Yep.
Well, that made it weird.
Yeah.
We all were
Okay.
thinking it!
No,
I'd sure they
Thank
ended
you
up there
for your
after a
time.
drift.
I am going to go now. Have a nice day.
Oh, where are you going?
I'm just walking away over this bridge.
So we want to know what happened to the watch accused of stealing.
Pretty sure he gets punted into the lava.
Oh, don't be silly, Sonny. He's currently serving time.
Okay. For the first time, I'm going to charge back and hit him with my hooves.
Kick him in the head.
Give me an attack roll.
Get him! You just kill this old gnome in one hit.
We're gonna walk up, see Gwent with a corpse, and just go, "Are you sure you didn't turn evil?"
No. I did yeet the god that nearly turned him evil, though. Though I didn't actually know he was turning evil.
I mean, it's their fault. We're stuck in this.
I just threw the god.
This is why you don't trust gods.
As you go to hunt the old gnome, you suddenly find yourself slowing down until eventually you're frozen in midair, still aware of the world going on, as the old gnome starts to walk backwards, reversing in time around you.
Of course, he's a chronomancer.
Oh, I knew you're so kind of...
Chronomancer! He's a chronomancer. Of course he is.
And suddenly he stops rewinding a good 10 feet away from you, just currently going through rubbish, as time seems to suddenly start again, and you find your momentum on the precipice off the edge into the lava beneath. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Well, into the lava I go.
It's fine, there's a net.
Natural 1! Oh!
Natural 20!
You reversed it. He's
You managed to-
unversed us.
Perfectly unverse your momentum and don't fall into the net beneath.
That is the first nat 20 of the day after like 8 natural ones, I want to point out.
Yeah.
The old gnome raises his head and glances over at you. Oh, who are you, Sonny?
I'm a centaur of times to come. Have a lovely day. Son of a bitch. Just walk away.
Wait, did you hear about the watch that was accused of stealing?
Yes, found up your ass.
Hey Gwen,
Don't be silly, it's currently serving time.
hey Gwen, take after your god. Remember what your god did when they didn't want to hear things? They tried to cut out
Oh.
their own ears.
Oh, so tempted. I'm just wandering this way to see how this part of the city is doing.
So,
I imagine badly.
so the point.
Half of it entirely is just a thin crater along it, and there's just a strip of temporal tear above you.
So the point said that it's probably Alvina's name, right? In the rock.
Yeah.
Can I try to look for the rest of it, or something that also looks at letters, if there's anything not destroyed?
You could, but you rolled a 12 on your investigation check and failed.
Yeah.
Had you rolled higher, you would have found the rest.
Ah.
But yes, what would the rest of you like to do? Time continues on, and there's no trace of this dragon.
I'm just still gonna look for the gnome because I have no idea Gwent found him.
You eventually do find the old gnome kind of just wandering down south. How would you like to approach him?
Casually waving, say, "Ah, hello there, sir."
Ooh, I know.
Oh, hello, Sonny. You've lost 2 legs.
What? And you've lost 2 legs and about 3 feet of height.
Chet's legs. No, that only happens when I'm drinking. I get legless.
Oh, did I tell you about the clock that was accused of stealing?
I hear he got time.
Fucking deserved it. Don't steal from me.
What?
Continues like scavenging.
So I hear you know your way around this place.
That fucking watch tell you.
No,
Spreading my secrets again.
The watch snitched on me.
No, it was an elf.
Oh, what's an elf?
Knife
It's what you get.
Describing Alvina as a normal elf is going to be one hell of a challenge
No,
for
I'm
you.
trying to think of an elf pun. It's what you get if you take a gnome but you stretch it in all directions.
This is where it asks what's a gnome.
What's a gnome?
So what happens when you get an elf and you shrink it in all directions?
What happens if you get an elf and just squish it down?
Oh. I suppose it's a better hobby than those people who smash their clocks.
That does sound like a... Give me a second. Can I roll intelligence to work out the pun?
Go for it.
It's a tragic.
Surely it's waste of time.
Yeah, I suppose it's a tragic waste of
no.
time.
Smashing good time.
No, that'll be it. Smashing
That'll
good
be
time. No, I don't get it.
It's a good way to kill time.
Ah!
Okay.
Had to.
I do.
But I'll accept smashing time.
It's smashing good though.
Yeah.
Smash
It
it!
doesn't quite how
It's
this
a
work
smashing
out,
time.
Since kill time is the actual euphemism.
Yeah.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Well, you know what? You know why I haven't gone and repaired my new watch I got for my birthday yet? Been meaning to take it into the shop, you know.
Go.
It's just never the right time.
Yeah, there we go. Well, twice a day.
I hate this so much.
Anyway, you obviously know a lot about time.
What's time?
About 2:30. Anyway,
Oh, it's time to go to the dentist.
exactly. I always prefer going at 6:30. It's the best time, hands down.
And not 2:30.
That was so bad, Point. That was so bad. That was a new level of bad. I can't not say that. But that was awful.
Oh.
Well, to each their own. You know, the clock ticks differently for different folks.
I'm gonna kill them both. I'm gonna
That
kill
one's
them
not a
both.
pun. That one's just a metaphor.
I'm gonna kill them both. Albeit it doesn't understand time puns, though. It's really unfortunate.
That's nearly as bad as the time I got fired from the watch factory. And
Ah,
after I put all those extra hours in.
There
Yeah, I
you go,
knew
so
that
it's
was
pretty-
gonna be.
So did you cut too many hours?
Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah, I mean, I once got arrested for messing a battery factory. I wasn't charged though.
What's a battery?
Damn it.
The pun off has begun.
Anyway, time loops. I feel like they keep repeating like a bad joke. Any idea how to stop them? Make things more fresh.
You've pissed off my cat, by the way. I want to point that out.
Puns are too strong, even the animals are saying no.
Well, it depends. Can you tell me what you call a story that one clock tells to another?
It's timeless.
Yeah, there you go. I'll do. Timeless.
Actually, it's second-hand information.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, depends on the clock. Some of them are 3 hands.
True.
Oh, that's true. It's true.
Every second counts.
I don't count by the second.
Okay, you can go by millisecond if you want.
Exactly.
Well, what do you want to know, Sonny?
Oh, you know.
Where the fuck are we? What happened? Why is there a platinum dragon flying about with a crystal infection?
How to make the clocks go back.
How to make the clocks go back? Oh, I think that depends.
On.
What my name is, Sonny.
Oh, how rude of me. I feel like it's time for introductions. I'm the point, and you are.
Well, I don't bloody know, do I?
Oh. Do you know who would know?
Oh no, I don't even know what a gnome is.
No.
That's kind of my problem. Day in, day out. Just picking up pieces, putting them back.
I know what his name is.
Old gnome.
No, it's Al. I found a letter. I found the 2 letters that says Al. This must be Al lives here, so he must be Al. That's
I'm
just
not
me.
suggesting this gnome's name is just my own name. For the meantime, how about I give you a name?
Oh, it's about bloody time.
Bill.
Let's call you.
Ted! Call him
I
Ted.
was gonna go for David Capaldi, but Ted will do.
Ted.
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 Why Ted?
It's timeless. It's timeless name.
I don't know. It sort of bears through it all.
Ted.
Oh, God damn you.
Okay. Ted will do.
I feel like we found another a pillar.
And at this, the old gnome begins to glow
Yes.
He's about to self-destruct!
and begins to float up into the air.
The pillar of bad puns, my pillar.
Oh, it's a pillar of time.
Yeah, but
His pillar of
Tiny
time.
bad puns.
Ted,
And as
pillar
they
of
glow,
time.
they begin to shrink
Oh.
and morph and round. As suddenly you see there's nothing but a glowing,
Clock.
kind of like coin-shaped glow. It's not quite a sphere. It's a flattened sphere, so a coin. And as the light begins to fade, you can see two like lights of limbs kind of branching out from the top of the coin and beneath the coin.
Yeah.
And and what can only be described, it's not quite that, but it's close, as the child of Miss Minutes and the Time Wizard.
I don't know who Miss Minutes is. I know Time Wizard.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! Time Wizard.
Yeah, I know.
So Miss
Yeah.
Minutes is what the points put into the chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see if we got one for the Time.
Everyone knows Time Wizard.
For those who don't know about the Time Wizard. Ah, Fugi did the same one as well.
Okay.
Yep, we all three of us did.
You don't know about the Time Wizard? You're in for a magic.
Time
You
Wizard.
do now.
Thousand Dragon.
I did not. I love him.
Oh, watch OG Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a trip.
Yeah.
I love. Hang on.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Before Yu-Gi-Oh! Had rules, so they just made it the fuck up.
You summoned. Wait, didn't you just summon 3 monsters in one turn?
Fuck, screw the rules. I have money. So Kaiba. Best character in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged?
Yes. Yugi lost a children's card game.
Card games on motorcycles.
Games on motorcycles!
I won't go into my spiel about that particular season of Yu-Gi-Oh! It was great until it made less sense. And I want to point out, card games on motorcycles makes very little sense. But it started to make less sense than that later on.
Were the aliens before or after that?
After.
Yeah.
Well.
And before as well, actually.
How do aliens get into What?
Exactly.
The aliens were quite a lot in Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually.
Yeah, I forgot about the later GX stuff.
Yeah.
GX gets weird.
GX
They all
gets-
get weird later on.
Look, the anime doesn't even cover the fact that Jaden in GX gets possessed by a card spirit, which was his girlfriend as a child. I saw. It's very weird. Okay.
Okay,
But yes.
I might need to go rewatch some Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's in the manga and the Card Games and Motorcycles was movie.
Yeah, it sounds messed up. I'm not
It gets
sure.
weird. It gets real weird.
The weird thing that always comes to me about Yu-Gi-Oh! Was heavily inspired by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yes.
In my head, it still feels like that should be the other way around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
The
yeah.
anime came at different times.
Yep. It's trippy.
But yes, Ted, the floating personified animated clock, is now hovering in front of you in their full form.
Is this Point's first pillar that they have named, actually?
Yep.
Yay!
Yes,
And you named them Ted.
It's a good name!
Ted's the
Didn't,
Time Wizard.
Yeah, it's
I was
a
gonna say,
time
didn't
limit.
the point name Melody?
They're not a pillar, they're a
Melody
god!
was a god from OG Alterra.
They're an old god!
Melody's
Yeah,
not a
all the
pillar.
gods predate all of you because I created them during the initial world building.
Yeah, we've named... I think you've named Morph.
Mm-hmm.
I
Was
named
it the You named the Witness. Was it the Professor or Fade that named Death?
Death.
Was Professor
Yeah.
still, right?
It was Professor who then died. Yeah.
Yeah. I've named Destiny and Cataclysm. I don't think Gwent's named one yet.
I don't think Gwent's met any of them on purpose. So Gwent's kept away from every single one of this nonsense.
So if the Professor wasn't already a character, I would have named Ted just the Professor.
That's fair. I quite like that.
Ted's good. I suggest that it's like, it actually kind of fits.
Yeah.
Why Ted again, though?
Well, my actual one
It's
was...
a Bill and Ted reference.
My
In university.
For me, it actually wasn't. For me, originally, it was also his Father Time. It was Father Ted as well.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
So
why Ted immediately came to mind.
In universes, because it bears with you.
I don't get that.
Teddy bear.
Teddy bear.
Ah, right.
Anyway,
Anyway, after that tangent.
Ted stretches out his Time Wizard limbs, his big animated hands, his little orange glow. I feel so much more like myself now. Excellent, excellent. It's about time. Yes. The point. It's a pleasure. When are you meeting me?
for the first time
Oh,
about
first
10 minutes ago.
time.
An hour.
Special occasion for you.
Yes.
Feels like it was only yesterday I first met you.
Oh. For you, maybe it was.
Who can tell? Who can tell?
Time.
Well,
Time will tell.
yeah.
Oh, well, it works slightly differently for those of us who can experience time sequentially.
Understandable.
Oh, I've been this monster a lot, actually. I've just realised, oh dear.
But, so how can I help you? The point. Very, very busy creature, very busy entity.
So me and my friends appear to be running out of time and also running too fast in time. Any way you could send us back?
Send you back. Oh, have you already discovered what happened?
To cause us to be unstuck or to this place?
Oh, to this place. Yes, I believe it was the reason you requested this little adventure.
Got it! You requested it! This is Point's fault again!
God damn. No, but I would like you to tell us.
Why did you leave him alone?
We've
Oh.
requested it, but we haven't requested it yet.
That's simple. You wanted to save Bastion before it was too late.
Point.
Yes, if anything, it was quite the act of desperation.
Point. We're gonna have another talk.
You're gonna have to remind me to do that in future. But... yes, of course.
I would tell
That
you
makes
more,
sense.
but you didn't exactly give me all the details while you were screaming in agony.
Yeah, sorry, there's never enough time, you know?
Truly. Well, except for me, I have all of it.
Yeah. All of
At
it,
lea-
or just enough?
At least until that thing happens. But don't worry, you'll be long dead by then.
So next
I'll
week,
be-
got it.
Just open mouth, closed mouth, nod.
But yes, you wanted to find out what happened to Bastion. You wanted to discover how to prevent it from being destroyed in the couple weeks. And so I used what limited power I had at the time. After, I don't know about you guys, but you haven't exactly gotten rid of all the dangers I have to navigate yet, have you? Oh, don't worry, it gets better in theory.
We're working
There's
on
like
it.
20
We're working
different
on it.
options there, but yes.
Which ones do you want us to kill? Just want to put this on the checklist. Which ones do you want us to kill
I don't
again?
think we've had Elder Control on the list yet.
That's
so-
why I'm wondering if he's the one who wants us
Oh,
to
yeah,
act kill.
any priorities there for us first timers?
Well, I should probably deal with that platinum thing first, huh?
Oh, yeah.
First time you're meeting me, right? You haven't killed any of them yet? You haven't taken down the... who was it again that actually killed Kronak? Who the
Butcher.
fuck killed Kronak?
Oh no, it wasn't the Butcher. The Butcher killed the other one.
Yeah, he killed Ignis.
I've only met 3 of them.
Oh, it was one we haven't met yet. It was one of the
yes,
ones we
this
haven't met
is
yet.
Kronak.
You did tell us.
I
You did.
guess I can say. You haven't killed that platinum thing that keeps roaming the time ways. More of a mindless beast to avoid, but still a threat. And then, of course, there's Hernak. I don't suppose you've dealt with Hernak yet, have you?
We haven't even met him yet, unfortunately.
Oh, well, you will soon. Well,
We've met some
shit.
of his colleagues.
This will be that timeline then.
Alvina had a
Oh.
punch up with the Butcher.
Yep. I mean, I defeated the Butcher, depending on how you count that.
He's not dead.
Yeah. Subdued.
You annoyed him, which we've
Well-
already pissed him off.
I suppose if you see any mechanical kind creatures, you might want to kill them on sight.
point VoD appears.
Just
Just gesture.
No, not that one. Oh, and what about the end?
The end. Oh, they're currently back at our ship. I
What?
say, making a wild guess.
What? What? What do you mean?
I mean, something on our ship's got to be the end. It's either the egg or Jones.
To be honest, you're not wrong. I was actually thinking both of those as well. I thought you actually meant, oh, they're back on a ship. I was like, did I miss something? What the fuck? I've missed one session, I think, in this entire thing. You meant something called the end and didn't tell
Wait,
me?
you have
It's
you have the
Randy.
senator on your ship?
Maybe.
Senator end. No, sorry, different end. You know, names.
It's
They
Emmy.
come up time after time.
It's just Emmy.
I see. Luckily, you have nothing to fear from the primordials. They couldn't find their way around a time stream if their lives depended on it.
Oh,
That's all female.
Oh,
we
and I,
can hope
I
they don't
suppose
get
you
help.
haven't killed Violet yet either.
No.
Oh, lot to do. The point, lot to do.
Good to know. We have
Really
to kill.
early days.
We have to kill Violet. Got it. Zome, I'm very sorry.
Yes.
We're gonna have to kill the people you want to make friends with. Again.
Arcanite.
And it's the point's fault again.
Yep.
Stop.
It is.
You already got.
It's
told
not
to
my
kill her.
fault yet.
Give it time.
I already got told to kill the
That's good,
Arcanite.
sir.
That was who I was told to kill.
Oh, good then.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, the god of magic doesn't like all the magic being set by a different entity.
That's fine.
By which in case all 16 of the Arcanites set magic laws.
Can I eat the red one?
No,
Why?
because I want to take over their magic.
Yeah, take over all the rest of them. Give me one.
Give me the tasty one.
Give me the tasty one.
How come Chris lets you have 6 gods to eat? Or Arcanites to eat?
Yeah, I've got to eat the primordials, eat the butcher, and eat one of the Arcanites. Give me that one.
Like,
You can have the rest.
But yes, I can sever the connection you have, but whatever you want.
We should probably
well,
find out what the problem is
let's-
first.
But of course, it will just result in you not being able to diverge the timeline until you discover what happened. You'll inevitably meet the same fate, and then you'll come screaming to me. Why don't we avoid that whole thing?
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry, I
And
follow.
you just do it right this time around. It's only your 12th
Well,
try.
we'll try. 12.
12's pretty good.
Honestly, I thought we'd be in the 50s by now.
I also thought we were going to be in the 50s, actually. I was going to make the same damn joke, damn it. Stop beating me to it.
Yes.
Well,
Is Zormir still alive in this timeline?
No fucking idea.
Well, Gwent's still up, so I think so, but he's not in the city.
Not in the city. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, we're on that timeline. Best of luck.
Okay, anything we should know?
Yes. That thing.
Oh,
You
God,
should
here
run.
it comes. Okay. Just turn and run immediately.
As crawling their way out of another time portal.
Oh, it's over this side. Come on.
Knew it! I knew it! Alvina's literally gonna be glancing out and just like, I knew it. One of them went too close. She's convinced, absolutely, that there's like a circle around there that's gonna be pissing it off. And then
You
Gwen
see
went
the
there
time
with
just
her.
kind of swoop his cloak about himself and disappear into a little spiraling puff of light. As at the point you find yourself alone. The gnome no longer here. The dragon crawling its way out. Gwen, you hear a roar and look up as the dragon is tearing itself from another portal. What would you like to do?
I know what Alvina's gonna do.
I'm gonna jump for the net. Woo!
What net?
There's nets down there.
There were.
To be fair, they still exist.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
And
Alvina.
also, I don't know that.
As you jump in, you land upon the net and are able to crawl under it. And as you glance around in the darkness, do you have dark vision?
Yes, you
I've
got
got
that
me
goggles.
goggles, so yes.
That's fair. I also realized there's glowing lava beneath it, which is probably giving enough light anyway. As you look around, the entire under ceiling of the raised platform here, so this entire little like thing from like up here all the way down here, has crisscrossing a city of net walkways amongst like several homemade junk towns.
Huh.
Just entirely barren, but there's like an entire net section that has like some wooden planks on it, a reclining chair, and like a fake bar. And then like you see across the way on the other end, there's another like little island set up on the nets that have a couple beds on it, another with like a full functional kitchen on it. And just you look around of this little mini town underneath here, or this little mini village.
No
Honestly,
people.
this turned out better than I expected. This is fine.
This is where you
I
live
live
now.
here now.
And you're able to crawl your way along underneath it. The little kitchen, like bigger island, is under the section over here.
Well, more importantly, I know the dragon is that kind of direction, so any direction apart from that direction is the best direction. So,
Alvina, by the way, is grabbing fuck you, throwing them into the cave we made, and then pulling the rock that we made as a roof over the front so it's at an angle, so we're behind it.
That's fair. You do so. You are fairly well hidden away. The point. What would you like to do?
Tunnel its way in at least.
So the entrance to the nest, they're all covered in lava, right?
Yes.
Okay, in that
Well, they're like
case-
rivers of lava, so there's still like air above it.
Okay, in that case, cast fly for myself. I'm gonna find Zormir.
why do you go
Okay.
sympathize with the dragon?
Pick a direction that you would like to go for Zormir. The far
South.
left one is the one that heads to the Shadow Cove.
Where were we drinking? We were drinking in.
You're drinking
There.
a bar up here.
Yeah,
You're
there's a
gonna
dragon.
track him?
There's a dragon that way, so I'm going south.
You're gonna
That's fair,
track
that's fair.
him down.
Also, I will pull out another deck of illusions card just because I want to see what we get.
It might be the same one. The timeline changed, so that same card's back in your deck,
Actually,
by the
I
way.
mean, yeah, the same card is back in the deck. Actually, I found the wrong deck, so I'm choosing a different one.
Ah.
Yeah. So I would deliberately pull a different card. So if I like went, that one's off the front, I'm now going about halfway down. See?
Okay.
God damn it. Is this an actual deck of cards? Okay, it's the Ace of Clubs. I closed the thing. Okay, I'll tell you what the structure is in a minute.
All right. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check to see how quickly you can fly south. Let's see if you can
Okay.
outpace this dragon while he's just looping around the city. He's definitely going to be able to spot you.
Okay, I'll take it. 22. Also,
Okay.
it's an iron golem that shows up. this
Yeah,
time.
but I just found it.
That works. You're able to get south and through the tunnel and out of the line of sight of the dragon before the dragon makes his sweep around the south area of the town. The dragon spends some time kind of thinking there. Gwent's underneath hidden. Fuku and Alvina are snugly tucked away. So that's fine. And the point has gone into the tunnels south.
Yep.
So that's also fine. So the dragon will sweep around for a couple minutes before eventually just kind of vanishing, or at least you don't quite see it the way you're all tucked away out of line of sight. But eventually you stop hearing the dragon. Who knows what happened to it?
Looked into a timer.
Eventually, if you are brave enough to peek your head out, the dragon isn't there.
Okay, we're safe. I think.
The point, how far are you going to travel outside of the city? Are you wanting to only do like half an hour, like an hour out, and then come back, or are you going for a longer trek until you find Zormir?
I'm going until I find him because I assume
6
if
weeks
I don't
later.
time nonsense.
Okay. How many rations have you got on you?
That's an excellent question.
Oh no. Let's have a look.
After an hour, your stomach starts rumbling.
Yeah, I don't think I ever put rations on here. 5. I have 5 rations.
Okay. Then you go on a little adventure for a day or two.
Mhm.
And I'll let you know what happens with that in a second. This brings Gwent, Alvina, and Fukyu alone in the city. Gwent, you find... Actually, Gwent, give me an investigation check while you're down there.
Okay. Just a roll.
Okay, it's still positive. You find some, you don't find a lot, but you find a couple rations down here that seem to have been scoured about. There's a couple like open stale potato chips, in whatever hell packaging they would have, like a little linen packaging or something. Next to like a thrown together, lounging couch.
I'm assuming you
you
mean
managed-
like actual packets of like crisps, not 2 individual like crisps.
Yeah, you find some actual like stale crisps. You find whatever the Alterra equivalent of a Twinkie is in a cupboard in the
Perfectly
kitchen.
fine. Perfectly fine.
And like another day or two worth of supplies. You don't find any secret stashes of supplies, but you find what apparently was just there, and are basically have the creature comforts to, with your own rations, stay in the nest as long as you'd like. The nest
I've
within
eaten
the
worse.
nest.
It's fine. I'm gonna. If I don't hear anything for long enough time, I'm just gonna like slowly poke a head up to see where I am, and then try and make my way towards where I hope the others are. So eventually,
Do you have
this way-ish.
resistance against fire damage?
I absolutely do not.
Then make me a
I
Constitution
would have
saving
to-
throw.
Well, I'm gonna have to get up to go over the bridge. I imagine I'm not gonna go
Oh yeah,
underneath.
that's fine. But there is steam rising up and it collects underneath, so it's quite sweltering sauna conditions in the nest under the nest.
Well, I will say Alvina, after the dragon not being there for a little bit, will have gone down to the lava to try and like wander around a bit. So
That's fine. But Gwen, even an hour under here in this condition, you're already starting to kind of sweat and get uncomfortable. It occurs to you, especially with your clerical and medical knowledge, that you actually couldn't stay here overnight without suffering heat exhaustion.
Good. Let's see if everybody's alive, and then find a place to sleep.
Which is a real
In
shame.
that
This is a
order.
perfect hiding space.
Do need to
but
find someone with like
eventually-
a downdraft though.
Yep, eventually you get out, but we'll head over to Alvina and Fukyu. What would the two of you like to do once you no longer hear the dragon, and Alvina's just natural nature senses are aware the danger is gone?
Alvina will pretty much have gone. I'm gonna go and have a look around the lava. Where do you want to explore? So I can handle the lava a bit easier than most of the rest. So there might be something interesting down there.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Nothing crazy specific. Like people would be a good bet. Gwent would count as someone she's looking for.
Eventually you find Gwent, but as you scan around, you can spend as much time as you want. You don't find anything that you would consider noteworthy. There's no secret messages or hidden alcoves or anything. It's lava has kind of worn away a lot of the edge buildings and has pretty much, after 100 years, disintegrated any of the existing infrastructure that was down there.
She will be checking under the lava if there's anything as well, by the way. Because she's got the can pass through fire fine as long as she does it very carefully. With dancing. Which you said could count for the lava the other week. So.
You find potentially some like cool mineral stuff if you want to stay and mine them, but other than that, there's nothing noteworthy.
Okay, nothing crazy. No very convenient stone notes under the lava. She could just go, oh, there's this.
Nothing that wouldn't have worn away over 100 years.
Fair enough. So she'll surface and go, hey, Gwen.
I don't know what to say when you're standing in lava.
It's just, no, she's probably like up to her neck in lava. She's probably like spits a bit out like a person coming out of water. She's perfectly happy. It's like, I don't know how
I
to
don't
respond
think
to
you're a
this.
real thing. I mean,
That's-
there's nets under the city, if that helps. You creepy lava beast. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, get out of the lava.
Oh, okay. And she'll say something that sounds absolutely horrific to your ears, that sounds like a volcano, because she's basically just thanking the fire spirits in the lava for their time.
Were you gargling lava?
No, I was saying thank you.
I assume that was... Well, that wasn't a thank you, that was...
No, it's Aaron. You still say the same phrase again, not that. You just said something horrible.
Yeah, what did you just say about my mother?
It's fine, I know Gwent's never met my mother.
Lava bubble. This was.
How I Met Your Mother, but it's just Gwent coming back to the main.
Yeah, Gwen, give me a deck save as a little bubble of lava pops next to you.
Oh, better than usual.
Oh, you
Hey.
managed to avoid it.
See?
Little spill of lava flies next to you.
See, you've got to be politer.
Hate this place. I'm beginning to hate you, lava spirit, as well. But there's nets everywhere. Hey, where is everybody? I assume the pointers, I don't know, got the dragon to be a nicer person and
Honestly, knowing
Christ knows.
knowing the point, he's probably created another entire religion out of some moles he's found somewhere.
Please,
So
there'd be badgers.
they might be just moles. There's no guarantee you wouldn't do it to moles as well.
Maybe.
But you call them the badgers.
Yeah.
And fuck you.
They were exploring.
Fair enough. Has anybody seen Zormir?
What was fuck you doing?
Okay.
I heard him say.
Scavenging.
Yeah, he's still looting. And Zomir's still dead.
Potentially.
Probably.
Can we find somewhere so we can have a sleep and then we can try and find Zormir with spells? I think fuck you can do like
You give me an
spells?
investigation check.
Go on, fuck you, nat 20. Find something really good.
I do have a locate object.
You do.
Better.
That's not bad.
You scried on
You
me.
spend enough time while the other parties are talking to find at least 50 gold worth of valuables.
Nice.
And I
But yes,
believe
Alvina,
you scried on me the last time, and
Yeah.
We knew you were alive.
and that you're in the cavern somewhere.
You're in a cave. Talking to yetis.
But yes, while Fukyu is scavenging, what's that point?
Is there? After about an hour and a half of searching the caves, I'll remember I've got locate object and use that on Zormir's armor.
What exactly is the perimeter located?
It's 1,000 feet.
Interesting. How long does that last? 10 minutes.
Up to 10 minutes, yeah.
It'll definitely give you at least a direction if he's in the radius.
Yeah. Also, the point is fully accepted that he might not get it this loop.
Just starves to death in a corner.
He'd find a better way to go, but yes.
You cast it, and for 10 minutes, you do not pick up any pings.
Okay, not this direction then.
But at least not within 1,000 feet of as you're exploring the south and kind of like dash flying about it. But while you're doing that, Fukyu is scavenging. Gwent and Alvina, what is your kind of priority now as you're in the sea? What do you spend the next couple hours on?
Alvina, big on Gwent's suggestion, because you were basically going, we need to find somewhere we can actually have a proper night's
yes,
sleep.
shelter. Shelter is important.
Alvina will go and try to basically find somewhere that's decently covered shelter. So, like, a house that's not completely caved in would probably be
Yeah.
it.
Close to one of the holes, so in case of dragon, we can jump down.
Yeah, like, for Alvina, honestly, probably one of the better places would be, like, here, that house. So that
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of...
The only
enough for the
place
holes,
with
I
netting
suppose,
is the central platform. The outer platforms don't have netting underneath them, and it's only particularly in this hole that goes into the station.
God damn it.
Unless you're like spider climbing out of like one of the entrances to the station, which are just above lava, and only have like maybe a 10-foot gap between the lava and the exit.
Oh, that's way too close.
Yes, only the stuff that has red is entrances. These are just craters. They don't actually penetrate through into the train station beneath.
Okay.
So effectively, you have to be around this large crater in the center if you want to dip in and out with the netting, or next to like one of the outer platforms with the rails.
In here.
That makes sense.
But give me a survival check for Alvina, just kind of looking for good structural integrity, lots of like entrances and exits, etc.
Solid 10.
You find something that you think would be appropriate for you as a wood elf.
Yeah.
Gwent, you are definitely dissatisfied with the level of comfort
It's an
of the dwellings Alvina has found.
It's an upper
I
floor.
will die here.
It's an upper floor only. Like, there's no staircase up. But she's like, oh,
There's
this is
just an
great.
abundance of mold in the place.
It's all tight corners where it makes it hard for me to run out quickly.
Yeah.
This is a bad choice.
There's a tree in the middle of the house. That's
Is
great.
it because are we staying here because you want to sleep in a tree?
I mean, it's very comfy. You should try it.
I point to the rest of me. How well do you think I climb usually?
Hey, you climbed fine. I've seen you walk on walls.
Yeah, because it's all me a spider climb. I don't have that many left, and I'm keeping them
Oh,
in
is-
case I need to do something stupid.
Oh, is that how you can do it?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you could just do it.
All right. In order to resync up the timeline, you guys spend the rest of the day searching for a house, and you guys can begin a long rest if you would so desire.
Oh, yes.
The point, you spend half a day kind of exploring the southern caverns as far as you can get in half a day, and you're getting pretty tired at this point. You've been gone for a couple hours now. Would you like to turn back, having your detect object not found anything, or would you like to go deeper south?
I would turn back at this point.
Okay. So yeah, when you get to like the halfway point, you're like, okay, I should probably actually go back at this point. I'm not getting any hits here. You manage to fly back towards the end of the day as just fuck yous coming in with their haul into their new dwellings. You guys have set up a camp to like start getting a long rest in, keeping an ear out for a dragon, and can begin camping down. Who would like to take first watch?
I mean, I will happily take the first two if people are down for that, because I only have to sleep half the time. So.
Oh, yeah.
I do not have any spells.
That's
much,
why
so
I
will-
am not too far off of just
I have a decent
fine.
number of spells left.
I am not too far off of basically being completely fine. So I'm happy to take the first two watches, 'cause if anything happens in the first two watches, I'll be reasonably okay.
You can also forgo a long rest if you would like, and you can keep exploring during the night. It'll just be a concentration check, not to get tired.
I'll be just happy to do the long rest because it is very
I'm
useful. And the
going
others-
to. I'm going to. Yeah, I'll take a later one, but I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself before I go to sleep.
in case you die in your sleep again.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. In case I die in my sleep because we're sleeping near lava constantly and there's dragons.
And Alvina.
Death
With-
Ward makes sense.
And Alvina with a limited amount of rations available.
Yes, so
That
I'll
is
take
also
the long
true.
rest, but spend my light action of that at just having a brief investigate for any clues. Also, I will tell these guys that I found a way out, but we need to find out what happened to Bastion first.
Oh!
So I am not telling them that Ted can get us out at any point. I will tell them about Ted, but
Oh,
not
we
to-
found a new
not to try and
pillar!
Get us out at any point. It's
Wait,
solve
when
the
we've
problem, then he can get
when
us
we've
out.
found what nuked Bastion,
Yes.
we can then leave. Ah, that makes sense.
But you also do get the information from. By the way, you guys have just got the entire day. Lou's not reappeared.
He's fine.
I was gone for all of yesterday. This is fine.
He's in the past. It's okay.
To be fair, you were gone for like an hour and a half for a short rest.
Yeah.
Now that we've advanced the time, it has actually been like a day, and Lou's still not reappeared.
Lou will be fine. He's a fixed point. Like, it took him so long to get, like, for him to teleport back to the past. it makes sense you take a long time to come back to whatever time we're in now, right?
He's just having dinner with the boys. The Grims.
The Grims. The Brothers Grimm. He's just having a chat with his cult. It's fine.
But the point, you do gain the extra information that the party already knows, that the explosions themselves are of an arcane nature. There's arcane kind of residual from a like an arcane bomb that has gone off to create these orange craters,
Okay.
rather than like a celestial nature bomb or like some sort of psychic bomb. Particularly
Magical
seems to be a arcane made bomb.
Okay. Arcane bomb.
But yeah, you can continue in investigating, trying to just kind of piece together if there's any valuable information as you're going through houses and checking for things until eventually kind of exhaustion just from the day of exploring takes you. And eventually you get you go to sleep.
Yay.
Um,
Time for future dreams.
let's have a look here. Let's roll d6s.
Oh yeah, do I get any dreams? That's actually
Second.
curious. Is my sword still speaking to me? Eventually, when it happens.
Does the dragon?
Not
Scrap
for
while we're asleep.
this one. Who's taking third watch? Is it 4 watches a night?
There's
I
4
think it's
watches.
4 watches,
It's an 8 hours
Yeah.
period, and every 2 hours is a watch. So
So nothing eventful happens during Alvina's 2 watches. Who is taking third
Okay.
watch?
I'll happily go to
Fuck
sleep.
you'll take third.
Yep, I'll poke you awake. Get
Yeah,
all
mine's
quiet.
taking fourth.
All right, nothing happens during fuck you's watch, and nothing happens during the points watch.
Yay.
You have a relatively uneventful night. You wake up and you can continue exploring the city. You don't find any useful pieces of information in the lower quadrant of the city. Let's see.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
One gets all its charges back.
Hell yes.
Nice.
possible you might find an intact newspaper. I'll do that. I'll do that next time. Simply because we're coming towards the end. So I'll do like a proper investigation phase next week. Because it's a little bit slower and will take up more than like the 7 minutes we have.
Yeah.
But while you're investigating the city, where is your priority? You said you were wanting to go to the headquarters. Is that still something you want to explore in the morning?
It makes sense that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's still like a good bet, and if all else fails, we can find out what the because Albina's still convinced that it's like a proximity to there that'll trigger the dragon. We'll at least get a what is the limit of where we alert the dragon.
Is there? As you get closer to it and you get to the north part of this, no dragon reappears. As you start making your way across the bridge, similar to the other bridge, this one's actually slightly longer, so it's had slightly just more surface to start decaying, just from the under like heat and steam slowly like eating away and corroding the underneath of the bridge.
Yeah.
The bridge looks okay stable, but again, similar to the other one, you think any sort of pressure on this bridge, like multiple people maybe like rushing across it or anything, might cause it to collapse. So you want to take it like one at a time with some delay in between people.
Okay, I know what Alvina's gonna do.
But you're eventually able to make your way across that. It isn't a hazard for now, but just something to be aware of. As you make your way up towards the rebellion's headquarters, slightly up, as you get closer, you realize what you previously mistook as just kind of the shadow of the building, kind of like creeping in, just from like the decay of the lack of like glowing trees to the east, and the less populous glowing rocks and fungus that inhabit the cavern. Kind of casting massive shadow, but as you get closer, you realize that it isn't just the shadow of the cavern that you're seeing as you get closer to it, but rather almost an inky substance creating an aura around the building that is obscuring your sight into it, almost like a black cloud around it that seems to carve in. You can kind of see a path carving through it before it too goes into this void. Or this like smoke, this black smoke wall.
Well, that's worrying.
Yeah, if anyone's seen like Cross and Bones, it's effectively like the black mist wall.
Yeah.
Only it actually like carves around a little bit, so you are seeing this path through it before it like concaves in.
I'm imagining it looks like the
Here.
Misfit Demon King Academy, the wall from that, like the big shadow wall. Someone fell down the stairs.
Don't worry, that was just my severed head falling off the bed.
Told you. Honestly, I get it. I've had a skull fall off repeatedly because of my cat, so I get you. I absolutely do have a T-Rex prop skull right next to me.
So,
Which I was using as a
I'll
bit.
send a picture of the chat.
But yeah. Do we want to touch the shadow goop? I say that around.
I look at you, shake my head like, no.
Do any of us have a way to see through magical darkness?
No, Lou used to.
Yeah. Well, you only live once, or multiple
We've
times.
we've already died once
exactly
in the past day. Well, fair enough. Have at it. Have that point.
Yep, I'm gonna go up and
Poke.
There you go.
like
wall.
Dark Souls walking through a mist wall, hand out.
That's fair. There you go. There's a lovely shadow wall.
Yeah.
Ooh,
As you reach your hand in, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I am gonna destiny that.
Good. Might as well use it.
Yep.
Yay. 18's not bad.
DC 20, isn't it?
Probably higher.
That's fine. You take 1 necrotic damage.
1.
Oh, is that already accounting for my resistance?
It is not. You take 0 necrotic damage.
Yay! Gotta love being an Azuma.
Yep.
You are unaware of the negative effects of stepping into the shadow wall.
Oh, just go back. Seems fine.
As you step through, it's almost like you're wading through this heavy, dark fog. You can see about maybe 5 feet in front of you. Were you going directly down the path and like into what would be the courtyard?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you step forward and you can effectively see just 5 feet in front of you in this courtyard. How far would you like to travel in?
I'm
And
gonna
do
try
you
and
like
get-
do you travel like 5 feet and then wait for your allies, or do you keep going in?
I will ask my allies if they are gonna come. You guys coming in?
We can hear him, right?
Yep.
Cool. That's just worth
Yeah,
it.
it's just obscure sight. It doesn't
It's worth
really go down.
asking because, like,
Like, it might be a little
Well,
bit more
he's-
muffled because there is like a lot more particles in the way, but
Well, he's not screaming, so I assume he would tell us if he's in pain, so okay.
Yeah, sure.
Uh-huh.
I'll keep watch for the back and then go in last. Because honestly, I'm
As you'll
suspicious.
immediately die from this.
I might say Gwen just drops dead.
everyone give me a wisdom save other than the point. No, I guess the point too, because well, no, I was gonna do it every minute.
I'm specifically going in last. Can the other two make the save first? If they start screaming horrifically,
I'm going to
I won't
destiny
go-
that as well because it's so close to the end.
I mean, I
Oh, 22.
I should probably destiny that, but fuck you wants to see
What happens if you fail?
Ben wants to see if you fail.
All right. So Gwent, you take 2 necrotic damage, and Fukyu, you take 4 necrotic damage. Go over here, and feel yourself being torn in 2.
Oh no, there's now 2 of them.
Dark! Dark, fuck you!
Shadow, fuck you.
It's fuck you's good twin.
You seem to have all the clones. Because he was cloned by the mirror first.
Yeah, is this the Ainsburst but shadow mode?
As your shadow version is well, you can see your shadow version because you can still see 5 feet around you as you can just see like the smoke almost clinging to you and dragging out a semi-corporeal shadow version of yourself. As it begins to kind of just look around, you can see its figures kind of distorting and then returning to you and then distorting again, almost like it's kind of flickering away. And you can see a massive, cruel smile spreading along the shadow of your shadow lips as you feel a shiver of hostile intent down your spine as your shadow form looks at you and begins reaching up a claw to attack you.
It's a different version of fuck you. Of course it's got hostile intent.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
Fuck
And also,
you.
what would Gwent like to do, having taken damage?
Ah, no, not again.
Like, out, no, taking damage. Go
I
out.
just hear them both scream. It's like, what the hell?
It burns when you go in.
Okay, I won't
there's
go
another
in
one
then.
here now.
Thank you for. Why are there two of you? What do you mean there's two of you again?
Yeah, dunno.
Fuck you, get out of here.
Okay, would you like to attempt to flee the shadow?
No.
No. What would you like to do then?
Fuck you is gonna ask it. Are you gonna attack me or something?
And at that, it attacks you for 20.
Yes.
What are you gonna do? Stab me?
So you stabbed him. Says right before.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
It deals 10 necrotic damage
Ow.
and reduces your strength
Yeah.
score by 1.
I am very happy I didn't go in there.
Okay. Reduce that by 1.
I just realised I just have to check something actually, because that is a shadow. I can't remember if there's a weird interaction with my magic item and shadows.
I remember
knows?
something happens
If you drop to 0 strength, you die. But I can't remember if I physically can because I've got a belt of giant strength on.
But yes, with that, we'll say the party exits the shadow for now, having gleaned this new information.
It doesn't affect me. I'm fine.
It doesn't until Fukyu runs away and the shadow starts coming after you.
Oh, okay, then yes.
As you have created a new shadow that will just live in here forever now.
Oh. Or at least until the loop resets.
And who knows how many pre-existing shadows exist in here.
Oof.
But yes,
all
it
fuck
appears
you.
that the headquarters is encapsulated in this shadow veil of necrotic energy that appears to be making duplicate shadows of anyone who fails the magical effect of it.
Ah, yep. Apparently the one for my item on with shadows is my actual strength score gets temporarily reduced, but I stay at 21 strength, so I can't die, but if I lose attunement to the belt, I instantly drop dead.
Ah.
Cool interaction.
But with that, I want to quickly go over to Zormir just to ask. Zormir, you have your long rest, and the party begins prepping in the morning to set out for an expedition.
Yeah.
One of like the first expeditions that you are welcome to join them on. They also ask you if you have a preference of where they would like to go. They are not willing to go into the death zone, but they are willing to scout out the like thin area between their camp and the death zone because occasionally monsters get confused there and actually make for easier prey.
Yeah, I will
Ooh.
go scout areas towards it so I can get familiar with the routes. And I'm also going to use in the morning because I basically to basically bolster all the troops who are going out and as much of the colony as I can, I cast.
Oh, nice. Okay. You just see children squealing with delight as suddenly this new bounty of food has appeared. The other options you also have for future reference is to either go up to the Radiant in contamination zone. There's much tougher monsters, but they're also much bigger and supply much better food. And also there's a lot of raw ore up there from when the mining stations got destroyed. They have also got a request for you if to scout out the western, the eastern to scout out the eastern kind of because they're on the eastern entrance to the mountainside, which because they're having to start going outside the mountain. This is also the path that the Monstro Guild take to get in. So if you would like to actually leave the mountain, they are prepared to kind of scout the immediate surroundings in order to maybe like set up a more permanent residence on like the actual entrance. But they're less confident about defending that because then you'd have to defend it against outside factions who'd be able to notice a town at the entrance to the mountain.
I've also prepared another spell for help with transporting stuff. I have prepared that as well, so I have a vehicle for us for transport stuff back. Or
You have the Zormir-mobile!
Yeah.
get to
Mhm.
somewhere a
Zormobile.
bit quicker whilst
Zormobile.
mapping the routes.
All
I
right.
will
Then yes.
obviously need to get some kind of paper substance from them because I don't actually have a lot of paper on me in my kit. So, well, I don't have anything listed as paper. Probably
Yeah, they
would've-
have like sleet slabs
Slate.
and chalk that they sleet
Slate.
Mhm.
slate
Yeah.
sleet slabs and chalk and stuff they tend to use for their record keeping.
I'll use that
Sleet's
to
the rain. Like rain and
Yep.
snow mix.
I will carve out on the slate the sort of routes and paths, and especially the ones that the vehicle can get through. And I'll use the combination of those two spells to basically feed what I can to the colony, and also make the trip for the initial scouting the area for where my friend should be, roughly close enough to get stuff from there quicker, and then sort of get to the route near the where they say they want to meet a scout. Because I think
Yeah.
because it would be faster with a vehicle. Will depending on what obstacles there is.
Yeah. We'll start with we'll start with just the southern route next to the death zone. And we'll see how that goes next week. As there potentially some danger. There might be you might not be able to save everyone.
You'll
We'll see how
all
that plays out.
die.
That entirely depends.
The vehicles to transport like the foods and also
I-
obviously speed up the guiding.
I'm imagining that Zormir's got like a pickup. That's what I imagine. He's just gonna have all the Yetis just in the back of this pickup truck.
I was picturing Tesla Cybertruck, but just with a trailer on the back.
Full of Yetis. It's the Venga
Just
bus.
Those were the two spells that I saw that I could prepare that were the most useful for this kind of situation.
Hey, it's a good bet. They're good spells for it.
But yes, we'll start next week exploring some more of Zormir's line. As you'll hopefully uncover some stuff, some outer ruins as you continue south. And we'll see what the players come up with investigating the major city. And we'll do a proper investigation of the city next week. And what you want to do about the headquarters, if you want to try and explore that, even with the great risk there, but you're not quite sure. There might be some more valuable information in the headquarters than just out in the city as a whole.
I think that's a good bet. I've got an idea, but it's a bad one. So
Yes, we'll find out all this next time. That's where we're going to end for today.
that was awesome.
Okay.
I really like that.
Uh,
God, those time puns were actually rending my heart.
And yes, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. This has been Temporal Shenanigans Part 2. Tune in next time. Will Zormir discover any secrets with the Yeti, or will they be able to help the Yeti against the Monstro Guild in incursion and threats? And will the players be able to find out what happened to Bastion to destroy it before they themselves are killed by something that doesn't reverse time?
I reckon it was the point. The point did it somehow.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, well, I think we all agree. The point
Deal with somebody else.
The point probably did it. We're gonna have to find out how to stop the point doing it. Oh dear.
Yes. Thank you all, and good night.
See ya!
Bye.
See ya! Okay, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. Oh, fucking shadows. I hate shadows so much.
There's just a group of the fuck you ones all having a fucking card game and playing hide and seek in the mist as the lampshades.
Oh no. But yeah, that was awesome, Chris. I had a lot of fun there. And I'm really curious as to what did cause this. I have some ideas, but I'm not sure what would have triggered a time dragon. That's what I'm
I
most
reckon
interested.
the time dragon was separate after the destruction.
Maybe. I'm wondering. Yeah, I think it was. I think there was a mix because I've got the theory. The magical bombs were one thing, which I'm convinced was the Arcanites. The lava I think would be primordial.
I think the lava would just be when Bastion's defenses aren't there anymore, lava comes in.
Maybe. I was thinking it could be something primordial. Like, I'm wondering if the Giants and something from the Arcanite... Like, the Giants found it, started blowing shit up, and the lava happened, and the Arcanites just nuked the place.
Well,
Is what I'm wondering.
there is also the possibility that Junior was there and has got to the rebellion stash of Arcanite.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Oh, interestingly, Junior counts as an undead,
Yeah.
not a humanoid.
That's really
I just wanna...
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a...
I just posted that one earlier. I think... also, shadows are undead, so that might have something to do with it. I'm thinking that because they said that the monsters get a bit confused around it, the barrier might be malfunctioning, but might actually still be up. I think the dragon might just be too powerful to care. But
So, also, assuming what the Celestials didn't break the barrier.
Yeah.
So yeeting us out there didn't break the barrier. That means it was Annoyed who started it. Oh, it's the Nagpas, of course.
Yeah, we know it's the Nagpas.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the humanoid Nagpas? Because Nagpas are humanoid?
Yeah.
Yep.
For some reason, they're humanoid, by the way.
I was like, it's a humanoid. It's clearly a conspiracy. No, wait, hang on.
Remember we had that whole bit about the Nagpas that we were like going,
Yeah.
they're a problem, they're going to destroy the whole place?
You mean the Nagpas that always predestined the destruction of a civilization? Those
Yeah.
Nagpas? Nah, unrelated.
No clue at all. But yeah, that's why I think I think they basically, in a combination with that and the fact that we have alerted every single power in existence that there is a big amount of things to take notice of here, has essentially caused a problem. So, once again, point's your fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got time for. I'm really looking forward to finding out more about this. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Have a fantastic evening and a fantastic weekend, every single one. Keep playing video games, computers, guys, all the best on Twitch. Enjoy yourselves, guys. Have a fantastic time. Good night. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.